Hello everyone, Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, and tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to Patron D&D, where platinum level patrons and I get together to play Dungeons & Dragons via Discord and Roll20. These sessions are entirely supported by patrons of patreon.com/roguewatson. Patrons also get exclusive access to private videos, custom 5e content, and participate in monthly DM roundtables and these patron D&D games. These games are not live streamed, but are recorded for your viewing pleasure. You can watch more D&D sessions, reviews, and crafting streams on my channel. Read recaps at roguewatson.com and listen to all of these shows with the Rogue Watson podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts. You can join our official Discord server with invite link in the description below. Our music is by Kevin MacLeod, and our amazing original character art was by Jimmy McClure. Welcome to Chapter 5, Episode 5 of our Empire of the Ghouls campaign, designed by Richard Green and published by Kobold Press. This session, I am joined by patrons Brandon, playing Bahn, the Kobold Bard College of Whispers.
Hey there.
CT playing Rye, the Shadow Fae Black Powder Sorcerer.
Lou.
Dory playing Io, the gearforged Circle of the Moon Druid.
Hello.
Jason playing Zaberi, the human Battlemaster Fighter / Wizard.
Over.
Morgan playing Millie, the human way of the Kensei Monk.
Hello.
Kensei or Kensai? Am I not sure if I actually pronounced that correctly?
I say Kensei usually.
Kensei. Previously on Empire of the Ghouls, following the directions of the Darrow warrior, the party found the entrance to the cult of the Withered Hand in the tunnels north of the outpost. The cult had set up a series of trials and challenges for visitors. The party had to gather 3 hidden items and survive several guards. Thankfully, while the Darrow are violent and crazy, they're not particularly clever. They stuck to their areas, engaging the party with ambushing attacks while the magic items were clearly visible, each submerged in a different body of water. The first was surrounded by hungry quippers, leading Io to use her earth elemental form to glide underneath, grab it, and quickly escape. The second was sunk to the bottom of a pool of toxic poison. Without even waiting for Bahn to identify it, Millie jumped in, showing off her monk immunity. The third proved a bit more painful. After dealing with a pair of pesky spellcasting Darrow, Alaric and Bahn used their mage hands to grab a magic staff out of the sludgy water, only for the aquatic oozes to lurch forward and attack. Zaberi and Millie helped to dispatch an ooze, while Alaric held the other with a powerful spell. The party defeated their enemies and claimed the last of the magic items, ready to meet with the cult leader. I think as we determined, Millie had the sword, Alaric had taken the shield, and Zaberi was claiming the staff, which I think we identified last time, if I'm remembering, or maybe not. I think we identified it.
Yep.
Yeah,
I can cast identify, so I'm sure we did.
Okay. So you all are in the cave. I did throw Rise token on here. There we go. We literally left off at you guys had just defeated these oozes and grabbed that third item. The only place left that you haven't explored in this cave is the lower right corner.
I'm gonna quickly ask, we didn't take any kind of rest after this, right? This is we just like right after stopped.
I guess so.
We
They
were
don't see
going
any
to
hit
short
dice.
rest, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just for some reason, I haven't really healed any hit
I
points.
see that. We must
But
not
I
have short
have,
rested.
but I have full superiority doors. Like it's like I didn't use anything in that combat, and I definitely used everything. So now I'm kind of. We're gonna take a short anyway, right? Are we? Maybe.
You can.
You want to take that
If
last
we're
corner
going to do
first?
that, I'm going to use my monk healing ability before we do a short rest then.
Because if you scroll up in the chat, it looks like Alaric rolled and Millie rolled hit dice.
Oh.
Maybe we
Oh, yeah,
left
I
in
see
the
that.
middle of a short
Okay.
rest then? I don't know.
Yeah, because I didn't roll my hit dice yet. I just hit the short rest button.
Okay.
You don't see me rolling, right? No.
Maybe you just hit the button, Jason, and then just hadn't actually rolled the hit dice yet. Because if you hit the macro, it'll restore short rest stuff, but it doesn't automatically do any hit dice stuff.
Oh, right. It asks you or something. Okay. So I do this. Oh, I see. Okay, let's just do all of them, I guess. Question.
Mm-hmm.
Rules wise, how long, if short rests take us now 5 minutes, does that mean attunement takes us 5 minutes?
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
Okay, sweet.
Until somebody finds a loophole that breaks the game, but so far it's I've been fairly okay with it. I lean towards being less restrictive on short rests and being more restrictive on long rests.
Oh, I might have hit dice now, so
Nice.
it's at some point I would love to take like an hour, because then I can cast Find Familiar again, but it doesn't have to be now.
Yeah, I really don't
So-
want to stay right next to these gross puddles any longer than we need to.
Yeah.
Oh, is that UCT? Or not CT, Rye?
Oh, hi guys. I've been here this whole time. I was lurking in the shadows.
Lurking in the shadows. That's actually
Me from under a mushroom.
as you
Alright.
do.
I thought you were hanging out with that vampire lady.
Yeah, how's your girlfriend doing?
It's like just fine.
She was.
He's always wearing
Yeah.
turtlenecks.
I think I am in my token. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You got like the what's that funny word that
Ascot?
oh,
Like an Askoff.
there's another word. It's not
Oh,
ascot.
an ascot.
No, there's
No,
something
not,
else. Shit, I don't remember the name of it.
Well, now I'm very interested to know once you figure it out.
There's another name for that
It's
stupid,
gonna
like,
come to him in the middle of a fight or
handkerchief
something.
I hope it
Yeah.
does. I hope it does.
Oh, I think my Raven familiar still has the light source that
a
Alex had
cravat.
given
A
me.
cravat. Sorry.
Close.
That was the word. I was thinking
There's
of.
fridges. Those are the fridgy ones.
Wow, I did not know the difference, but that's fair. I just know there was an awesome word for it. All right, sorry. Please continue. That was gonna bug me.
Oh, could
Right,
I have
I-
control of the Raven token?
Yes, I think so. I don't think I'm gonna actually use a Raven for the rest of the campaign. So,
Does anyone remember if Mubo actually did get killed? It's still on the board.
I don't think I've ever actually attacked, or have I? I don't remember ever attacking.
Well, you
him.
did like a ranged effect, but I don't know if it hit him or not. Remember, because I was like, "Hey, let's go down here." He just like lightning bolted us.
Well,
Maybe not.
If I didn't mention it, then the owl's fine. It dodged out of the way.
Okay. Okay. Sweet.
Is this the way we're supposed to be? Is this the place we haven't explored yet? Or
Mhm. Yes. Yeah.
There's two dudes down at the bottom there. Yeah.
All right, you should
Yep.
see it now.
Okay.
Yes,
Right,
you
there we
see.
go. Okay.
Looks like a pair of Darrow warriors guarding a set of stone steps, kind of leading out of this big cavern area to the south.
If I remember
Two.
correctly, we were supposed to be getting 3 things, 3 secrets.
We have them.
So we have them.
Items.
So maybe these guys don't want to kill us, right?
So the sign at the beginning, at the entrance to this place, said, "Welcome, worthy foes. Find the hidden prizes 3 and bring them to Orda to gain her favor. Try not to die." Verbatim.
I don't want to
Yes.
give this thing up.
You will have achieved, well, it looks like 3 magic items.
Oh, I see the warriors.
Yep, down here. I'd be like, Bahn? Bahn?
Yeah.
Like, hey, gonna come up here and do your thing?
I think at that point, I'll go ahead and use. What are they doing? Do they see do they look like they're looking in our direction? Before I
Yes.
say this?
Yeah, they're looking at you expectantly, expecting you to come up. Like they're at a carnival booth and they're just like, come on.
Step
Okay.
forward.
Okay. Yeah. If
Going
that's the
up.
case, then I'm not going to do what I was about to do. So I'll just walk up and I'll say, yeah, so we've got 3 items we're going to bring to order.
Good.
And then he'll like turn around and have because I think they're all spread out, right? There's a shield and the sword.
There's a shield, a sword, and a staff that you all found.
Yeah, Millie's just twirling around the sword, tossing it up the air, catching it, and all that good stuff as she walks up with it. And
Don't
says to the
remember
warriors, "Hello, boys."
It's
who has
fairly good.
Say, one of them says, you got all the stuff, huh? All the, think you're real tough, deserving audience with our beloved witch queen, and got all your prizes. And the other one, and they look at each other, and one says, well, we got a prize too. And the Darrow lifts a hooked staff that has a small iron cage on the end of it, very small. And it takes a moment to register there appears to be an infant inside of the cage, clearly Darrow. And it immediately begins to giggle with a shrill, maddening glee. I need everyone to roll some initiative, please.
So
Yeah. Bahn
Mad
just
Max.
says that way.
Here, Io's about ready to jump in and save this child.
Yeah.
And this child's about to murder us.
Did you say Mad Max style?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'd be out of time though.
Ugh, initiative is terrible.
Yeah, I rolled above a 10.
Ooh, Bond coming in with a nat 20.
Uh-oh.
Coming in hot.
I don't know. I'd rather have them on attack rolls than initiative rolls.
You know, and I don't count them for our giveaway thing either because they just don't seem that like exciting and impactful when it's just like, oh yeah, I get to go slightly faster.
Still check though. Ability check.
It is. I know. We've had this discussion before where it's like, oh, shouldn't that count? Like, it probably should as we have giveaways more often, but I don't know. It just never feels as exciting as other. I feel like, you know what? There should be some kind of built-in bonus if it should be exciting. Like, I don't know what it would be, but your bonus is already going fast. All right, Bahn, you are hilariously the first one to react. However, the giggling and babbling of this Darrow child is going to force a charisma saving throw from you.
I would be arrogant, but I'm not stupid. This is the first thing.
God. Charisma. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
You're pretty good about
Yeah,
charisma.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty bad.
The shrill cries of a babbling child is Bahn is the epitome of the dude just like sleeping through.
Yes. Grandpa just still on the couch.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just walk up and say, well, so they're purposely putting it out like it's meant to be threatening?
Yes, and you know, even though you made a really you can metagame this or not metagame, but RP it to where Bahn like doesn't care, but you would still know that this is almost a supernatural effect. That this baby giggling, like this doesn't seem like to be a normal baby giggling. It's just like you're ignoring it. This is like some kind of like horrible shrill crooning sound that you know would have some kind of psychological effect on you had you not been you and are able to just dismiss it out of sight. Now, whether or not you care about that is up to you.
I think I'm just gonna walk past them. Like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna.
They
start
do have.
walking past them.
I will say that one of them has the hooklet. The other one did break out a sword and looks ready to fight
Okay.
regardless. Yeah.
Okay, which
They
one
look
is
like
it
they're
that
ready to
has
throw
the?
down.
Yeah, which one is it that has the sword, left or right?
Left. I should number them. Why didn't I number them? I was like, why do we have to do that? There we go. Number 1 has the sword. Number 2 has the staff with the.
Okay. So I started here. I'm just gonna walk up then and say, why does everything just have to be so difficult with you guys? And
That's fair.
I'll take a normal attack. Does a 16 hit?
He brings up he's got full on armor and brings that shield up and just knocks it away.
Oh no. Okay. And then he'll say, "Help!"
Back up.
Not difficult. It's fun.
That'll be my turn.
All right, Rye, same thing from you. I need a charisma saving throw against the babbling of this infant child. Look at this. Sorcerer's like, I don't care.
I mean, yeah, Christmas my thing.
Yeah.
So the
That's what she said.
That
Yeah.
vampire lady knows.
Sorry. She knows. Bo knows. So 2 and the baby thing are the same item. Same.
No, you can choose to target. I love saying this sentence. You can choose to target
Baby.
the infant child.
in the cage on a stick.
Yeah, essentially you would be targeting. I will say you're probably targeting the cage. The cage also looks like it is not just a normal cage. It looks like it is sturdy.
Is
Okay,
it like he
so I'm gonna go.
activated it?
Do what?
Is he in control of it? Like the guy holding it, is he like? Did he push a button and like activate the kid? Like if you stopped,
Like a
you
lightsaber.
killed the guy. You know what I mean?
The
Like, would
baby
it,
saber.
or did he just like open the top and then it's like you can see the baby in it?
You'd think you never seen anything like this. Obviously, you guys are way beyond. Even though as experienced adventurers you all are, this is like far beyond anything you have dealt with. From what you can tell, it appears to be a completely separate infant child in a cage, and the warrior is just holding it.
It's like Golden Child when the little kid was up there. Okay, let's do. I'm gonna attack the guy holding the staff. To kind of dislodge him. I'm gonna do so with frenzied bolt.
Okay. 19 is going to hit. Or yes, it is going to hit. Yes.
Okay, and because that was a 9, is that right? Hold on, what's my? Which one of those is my D20? The D20 was a 9, right?
Yes. Yeah, the first number.
Which is odd. So that means it does bounce, right?
You get this every fucking
time.
time. Every
Yeah.
time. 50% chance, but with him it's 100% to get 1 bounce at least.
All right, so 11 of type poison.
It's usually not a good type to get, but these guys do accept poison damage as payment.
Poison the child. Poison the child.
Well, it may be bouncing here in a second.
So now I'm gonna have it. Okay. I was gonna have it bounce
yes.
to the infant.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that first.
25.
Let me make sure I get this right. What level spell is this?
2.
You see it bounce. You see it hit the Darrow fully, and then the bounce effect slams into the cage, and you expect it to do its thing. Instead, like runes light up on the cage, and the spell just dissolves around it, just like a puddle of water is melting around it.
Okay. Does the bolt bounce again? Or that kills the spell? Because if it's like a dispel magic, I would imagine it would kill the spell.
Yeah, I probably the way I described it too. I think it's gonna kill the spell.
Because it would absorb. It would absorb.
Yeah, just kind of shuts it off immediately. It's like a voltage thing. Just like there's like nothing left. Also, to add insult to injury, the warrior will point a finger at you and give you the hellish rebuke. For you get a dexterity saving throw. It uses reaction to do some fire damage back at you. I did not roll well though. 5 fire damage on 2d10.
It's supposed to be resistant to fire, I think.
Sorry, Chris. Sorry, Christopher. Chris.
CT.
Sorry. CT, right. I just noticed that you only cast the spell. I think you only cast the spell once, but it seems to have taken off 2 spell slots.
Yeah, I put one back. I was
It's
missing
just the way,
a
because you have to
spell
click
slot.
it. You have to click it again to make it happen. Okay.
Yeah, and then I go,
I
and
get
then I went back in and put it up. I was
Okay.
missing a spell slot anyway, so I didn't.
We have not
I
long
had left it.
rested.
Yeah, so I had
Okay.
used it.
Okay. I just want to make sure you didn't accidentally double dip yourself.
Yeah.
No, thank you for checking.
It'd be nice if there was like a temporary checkbox you could click to be like, hey, don't take away a spell slot here.
Yeah, but you know,
For a second bonus roll.
buttons.
Anything else?
That is my turn.
All right. This is the one that is not holding the infant with Bahn right in front. And
Come on, you
he...
shrimp.
Yeah.
You got nothing.
He's got something. He's got something. He will whisper some gleeful mutterings on his blade as a bonus action, giving himself Wrathful Smite. And then he will attempt to attack you with his Wrathful Scimitar.
And do wrathful damage.
And do wrathful damage. I don't think a 12 is even going to hit a...
17 AC, I slide out of the way.
Nice. Let's try
Wow.
once more with another 12. Dang. 2 good slashes, but you are just ducking and weaving out of the way. Stand still. He's actually yelling at his sword now. You missed it. You missed him.
I'm so old. You're terrible.
I guess he's still concentrating on Wrathful Smite, too, because it hasn't actually hit yet, so I'll have to remember about that. Millie, I need a charisma save from you against the terrible creening of the child.
Oh no. Charisma is not Millie's strong suit.
Oh, you. Oh, you. Fucking -1.
I guess that worked just fine.
Yeah.
That was with a -1.
But some days I got it.
But some days, we got this. Everybody's perfectly fine with this
Well, then.
screaming infant.
I was kind of expecting to have something bad happen right there. So I think Millie is going to say, don't kill the old geezer. He's going to be he's going to be he's going
Lord
to
Emperor.
be out of here in no time. If we could just go past you right here. And she's going to run past, and she is going to try to. Here's a question: how do we do disarming if she doesn't have a disarming strike?
There's an optional rule. But I don't know
There
if
is
we
an
use it.
optional rule for that. I might actually be listed in my house. It's not an actual house rule, but I list some of those kind of rules because they're easy to look up there. If I can, it doesn't come up often, but I also don't, to be fair, carry a bunch of children in cages. Disarm, make a normal attack roll, but versus foes' athletics or acrobatics rather than AC. Does no damage, but if successful, causes the foe to drop their weapon or item.
Yeah, Millie's going to do that then. She is going to make one attack. Let's see.
So I guess it's a contested.
Unarmed strike.
Athletics or acrobatics?
And just be safe, she is going to use her focused aim, and I'm going to use 1 key point to have a 17.
Okay, we're gonna try acrobatics, I guess. These guys are surprisingly dexterous. And yet, we'll see what the dice say about that. Dice, did I roll you? Maybe not. Let's try again. No, maybe we're gonna get 2 in a row. Yep, we got 2 in a row. Sorry.
Okay, so
21. Sorry, I had a bit of
it
lag there.
doesn't do that one, but I have multi attack, so going to try that again.
I'm trying to like weak another way. Oh,
And
although it's still a
this
contested
one,
strike.
I'm going to put another 2 key points into that to give it a 14.
This is a battle right here. It's like swinging that thing around. It's like the baby's just screaming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to use 1 more key point to do the flurry of blows, and I'm going to try to snatch that little baby in a cage. And that one just straight up.
All right. Let's see how the dice treat us. My roll 20 is acting. I can't get the music to play either. I might have to.
It is playing now.
Oh, it is.
It like just started.
I can't.
How bizarre.
hear it.
Mine's also taking a long time to roll check. See, which I have had this. Let me restart. I'll do it after Morgan's turn.
You got it. One last try to steal this this baby in a cage.
To steal the baby
And
in a cage.
this time-
Uh-oh.
Yes, to disarm with the baby in a cage.
Fair enough. Come on, Monument. I've rolled some pretty good rolls, too.
Flurry of disarm.
It's a flurry of disarm. Probably the first time we've seen that. No, well, my luck has
Finally.
run out. It only took how many hits?
Okay. Now that she's taken the baby in the cage,
I like to
See,
think it's
she
that
went
game
on.
where it's like you grab the baseball bat and you keep going up. So finally you're at the
Yeah, they're
top.
both just grabbing it.
Yeah.
okay, so
I do think technically
You're
it
gonna
falls to
go-
the ground, but you could free action pick it up.
True.
reaction, then pick it up, and
grab it.
5, 10, 15,
Millie's so fast, it never even hits the
20.
ground.
Throw it in the poison lake.
25, 30. Let's see, how close can I get? 35 and 40 is as far as I can get. And that is going to be my turn now with a baby in a cage in my hand.
Is stepping a win a bonus action, or is it you can do that at any time? Close, so you just
I think that's also... well, I'm not
Yeah.
sure, but I think it's
Cool,
all
I
bonus
get-
action.
The
Oh, wonderful.
number 1 gets an attack of opportunity on me.
This is wonderful. I just restarted Roll20 and it's like, we're having trouble finding the site. I'm like, oh, fantastic.
Oh no.
Jesus.
All right, so sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties where my entire internet just failed for a hot second, but we are back on and things are running better than ever. I don't actually know if that's true.
TBD.
Question mark?
TBD. What is going to happen though is that another Darrow emerges
What?
It's terrible.
from some off-screen cave and lurches his way in, maybe from this direction. There's an actual off-screen
Oh,
cave
why?
over here.
Damn it. I was like all excited for you to.
Yeah,
Fine.
my baby.
Get away from the 10-foot pole.
that's right. And I
Yeah.
closed Roll20,
Away
so
from
none of
the
my
action.
windows are open anymore. Dang it all. Hate that.
It kind of looks like a gremlin from.
You fought these ones before. These were near the entrance. These are the roguish ones.
Oh, yeah.
And
Is the baby still screaming?
the baby is still screaming, yeah. It's just here now.
Well, I'm gonna run into the poison at some point. So
That is such a creepy, cool thing. I can't even believe it. This guy will run into, we'll say Rye, because Rye's the closest over here.
Alright.
And attempt to... Actually, I'm going to roll a stealth check first, since he was hiding before, but I'm actually legit roll stealth to see if he can get the advantage attack from stealth. So this is specifically against Rye's passive perception. What is your passive perception?
15.
Alright, here we go. 17. So this guy is going to come out with a surprise advantage attack with the dagger.
Oh, that's gonna be rough.
If we can hit with a 23.
Yep.
Alright, that's only going to do 6, but because he's got the rogue sneak attack, he can throw an extra 14 damage with the sneak attack.
That's not that bad.
Holy cow.
Yeah,
That's a dagger right there.
that's a little below average, but 20 damage from a dagger, still pretty nasty. And then he'll
Get up
try...
my mantle goes off.
Okay.
So my mantle is the Blood Vengeance. I have to scroll to items. I can't find it in this list.
I don't get a chance to stab Rye very often. It's usually pretty far in the back.
That's right. The creature. I don't know. I can discharge punishing spray of blood. The creature that has damaged you must make a DC 13 Dex, or take 2d10 acid damage when it failed.
Okay. Seems pretty dexterous, but we'll see. He is pretty dexterous.
Okay,
Wow.
so half of that on a
Failed too.
Oh my gosh!
Fail.
Nice roll.
Nice.
That
Good
is some
job.
nasty blood. Almost max damage. Ow.
All right. So yeah, half of that.
Alright, he takes some of that. Ah! No! No! And because you did that, he's actually going to disengage from you and find another target. No!
Wise.
Blood dart! And he will actually give it up to Token Fate and see. These guys are pretty crazy. Oh, Zaberi, I guess he's gonna try to run up to you.
Now in your way.
I will let you.
It's small. You could enter the space. It's tiny. You can go straight into the space if you want.
He is small. It's true.
I mean, the owl is tiny, so you can.
Well, I didn't know if
easily
you
get
wanted
in
to
there.
proc all your. Or do you have polearm master all that stuff, or do you not want to do?
I do, but I only have 5-foot range right now because I'm using the staff of striking.
Ah, I gotcha. All right.
It will happen as soon as it gets into my range.
He will definitely come
So
in
now
your
I'll
range. Okay.
Owl will bonk him. It's my plus 12 to hit. So
Ouch.
So you're saying there's a chance. 26 will hit. Ah! Poor guy.
Just wondering if I want to do anything else with this.
So fast.
You attack because it's Zabari's turn, or it's still the goblin's turn?
This is
It's the bad guy's turn.
Zaberi has what do you have? Polearm Master?
Sorry, what? Polar Master, yeah. So I have a reaction
Okay.
when it gets into my space.
Yeah,
Okay.
so-
Sorry, I just want to know if I wanted to add. I'm going to add menacing attack on top of this. So staff of striking is 12 damage, and then
Jeez.
am I a D10 or a D8? Anybody remember?
For Battle Master stuff?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
But damn it. Sorry. That's what happens when you play like every 2 weeks. Up there to
Yeah.
Spirit Dice. D8. Okay.
And I know even less about your characters than you all do.
Yeah. So 17 damage, and I need a. Sorry, I should have put this up there as well. Nope, not trip. Sorry, ignore that. Oh my god, Jason. Come on. There. Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. It is not very wise. What is your DC?
Not gonna make it. Oh, way higher than that, like 16 or something.
Wow.
So, yeah. So yeah, they failed. They are now frightened.
Oh my goodness. He's frightened, but he's no choice but to continue. Well, he was already coming at you, and you just like whack him on the face, and now he's just and he comes at you with a disadvantage, I think, right?
That's correct.
Oh, he stole my crit. That would have been nice to have on the sneak attack earlier. Damn.
It would. Okay.
25 hitting, I think, I assume.
Oh, well, good question, but yeah, I don't even think I can shield that. Yeah, that's fine.
And one more.
Take 8 damage.
This disadvantage really hitting him this time.
Hold, please.
Okay.
Riposte.
How many reactions do you have over there?
Oh, that was my reaction first time. Oh, is this a reaction? It is a reaction. Okay, forget it. Continue on. Some of them aren't, some of them aren't. So it's hard to keep track of what's what.
More than one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hopefully the new character
Minus
sheets
8.
keep track of all that better. All right, that is the end of its turn, which procs 2 different player turns. Zaberi, you still... Let's see. I mean, let me look at the... I gotta open all my windows again. 60 feet, yeah. So I need a charisma save against the screaming, crying child that is now in the hands of Millie, but its cries are echoing off pretty far distance.
We were all talking earlier about how easy these charisma saves are. I'm going to show you how not true that is. Yep.
Okay, you are affected as if by the confusion spell. That's what pretty much all these Darrow seem to do to people.
Oh god.
I will post that here in
Oh, no.
a second.
Someone's going to get bonked a few times.
I'm right there.
Let's hope we get lucky here with the roll.
Oh, yeah. An affected creature can't take reactions and must roll a d10 at the start of each of its turns to determine its behavior for that turn.
Okay, do I roll it?
Sure, yeah. The madness from this supernatural effect.
Could be worse.
Move in a random direction. If only we were closer to those
Pools.
pools, yeah.
2. Those 2 mean.
To assign a direction to each die face. So I would do 1 as
2,
as
3,
far
4, 5, 6,
north.
7, 8.
Yeah. So 2 would be northeast, right?
So sorry, how much?
Use all its movement to move in a random direction to the northeast.
Okay, well we're gonna find out if this pool is the magic HP pool or not.
The magic hit point pool. As you just jump in.
Cannonball!
Cannonball!
After bonking that guy in the face, just like, nope, I'm out.
Do I get a save after this?
Yeah,
End of my
look
turn.
at it.
Yeah, it says at the end of each of its turns, an affected creature can take or can make a wisdom saving throw.
This is
Yeah.
another thing that I'm really good at, by the way.
Can Zaberi hear it if she's underwater?
I don't know if I'm underwater or not. Like, how deep is that pool?
Yeah, this one's probably like a puddle right here. Like you can just kind of jump in, and it's up to your like knees or something on the side. And it appears to just be water, thankfully for you.
Attack of opportunity? Is that what that one?
Maybe.
The other guy was frightened of you, so I'm gonna say no.
Oh, yeah.
Glad to see you go.
God damn it, that kills everything. God damn it. Spell. Okay. I guess I'm done.
All right, and someone says, "No, a child! It stole the child!" And will attempt. Let's see. Maybe you can do it from range. God damn it! I have to open the window again. I'm not gonna stop complaining about this till all my windows are open. Magic assault is mine. action. Choose. All right, it will. This second paladin that you stole, anti-paladin. 30 feet. It's gonna have to move up a little bit, and then it will scream at you and attempt to assault your mind, Millie. I need a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's
As it basically tries
Bread
to
and
also
butter.
do the confusion spell on you. It says, "Oh, the baby, you can't handle the baby." Oh, but you can. You just shrug.
This. Oh, I'm crazy many times in the past. One more time isn't much.
The baby turn is next. Yes, it has its own initiative. Surprise. And it will, as you're holding it, Millie, this crying, screaming baby will suddenly completely cease to cry and scream. And it locks eyes with you.
Oh no.
And I need a charisma saving throw. As you just, its eyes just get big, like, fuck!
Yes.
Am I the only? I'm the only one who's failed, and I've failed twice.
Oh,
Oh wait,
man.
give me a minute.
Yeah, right. Fair.
Give me a minute.
I haven't got to the end of the round.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Finish that explanation. Narrative.
I'll say its eyes get
Yeah.
so big and you feel yourself being drawn into its large pool of eyes, and then you suddenly like see a light somewhere else and like claw your way out of it. But it was a very bizarre few seconds that you just were like, what the hell was that? But the good news is I mentioned it stopped crying when it tried to do that. So now we go to Io's turn.
So it is not currently crying.
It is not currently crying, which is good news for you as well, Zaberi.
Thank God. When Millie went running by all of us with the cage, did I get the impression that this was any type of magical effect, or it's just some sort of innate ability that this creature has? Like the confusion that the other Darrow have.
Yeah, you've noticed all these creatures seem to be able to have some kind of maddening psychic effect on all of you in some way. They're not casting spells that you can tell. It's just something natural about them that they're able to impart, like a portion of the madness that they experience all the time. And you're not sure what the fucking baby's deal is, other than just it's very like cries can seem to have that same maddening effect. You have seen Darrow spellcasters before. Last time you saw them like flinging lightning bolts and stuff, but these ones down here appear to just be, and I guess these guys are casting spells too. They're doing paladin spells occasionally.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try something. Well, wait, the baby just went. So the baby is literally like right at the end of the order. Okay. So I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do is, you said this guy here, number 2, was vocal, right? He cast something in the direction of Millie.
He seemed to try to do that infectious insanity that you've seen them do, which is like drive people momentarily crazy. Just by yelling at them or muttering at them or something.
Okay. I would like to wild shape into hang on, let me double check which one I'm going to do.
This is the test too, to see if we did this correctly.
I tested it earlier, so they did work. Okay, I am. You guys are going to see Io transform into her water elemental form.
Tight.
And I am going to move into this person's space. And when I do that, I am going to attempt to whelm him.
Not
He
overwhelm,
needs
but
to-
just whelm.
Just a little bit of whelm, a little underwhelm, a little overwhelm.
It's just a medium
He needs
sized
to make a D15 strength saving throw.
Oh, not against water though. Ah!
All right, so he takes 9 bludgeoning damage, and he is grappled.
I need to move you so I can mess with the token for a second. And is grappled and restrained and unable to breathe. Don't bury the lead there. Literally,
Correct.
like engulfed in the watery form that is you.
Io is going to use the rest of her movement, which is 25 feet, to go in the direction of the piranha pool.
Why is everything to end up in the pools with you people? Just because I put a
So-
piranha pool and an acid pool and a sludge pool doesn't mean all the bad guys have to go in the pools.
I mean, is the piranha pool the closest?
From what you recall, yes, there was a little bit of a like 5-foot ledge right here, and then the piranha pool was like 10 feet beyond that, so it was pretty close. Versus, you can see how far the toxic pool is up here.
Okay, so I'm gonna take him with me. 10. You said it's this way.
Yes.
You
Does
here?
that slow? Here's a question for the group. Does that slow
Half,
the
half speed.
half speed? Okay.
Half speed.
Is it
Yeah.
because when you're grappling and moving somebody, it slows you down?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's 15.
Okay.
But he comes with me.
Yeah.
I am on my way to the pool with him.
You only moved 30
You
feet.
got your sunglasses. You got your sunscreen. You're on your way to the pool.
Yep. Yep.
Dropping off.
Water elemental has a speed of 30.
Oh, okay. I get some DM points and point out that you might have triggered an attack of opportunity.
From which one?
Frightened guy.
Oh yeah, you were next to this guy.
Okay.
I don't think he's frightened anymore though, right? Because it said it ended at the end of your turn, and you triggered it as a reaction
Yep.
before your turn.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Which wouldn't stop him anyway. He'd still do it.
Yeah, he'll go ahead and try a normal dagger on IO 15. Probably not gonna do it.
15 hits.
15 does hit you.
Yeah.
Huh? Okay.
Yep. Elementals only have natural armor.
Remember this, DM.
Yeah, but she's got a bucket load of hit points.
Oh, I know. I got one of these in one of my games. Yeah.
One of these.
Ridiculous. One of these. This exact character class.
Yeah, I haven't seen how they're gonna fix druids, but the wild shaping thing in the next edition. Bahn, 23 is going to hit the anti-paladin. Oh dear, the psychic blades for 25.
25.
Ow. Ow!
He says, no, like this.
Ow! Burn! Burn! And he will attempt to rebuke you.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna do a level 2 this time. Doesn't like you.
Most-
DC
most-
13
Yeah.
dex save against 13 fire damage.
Most things don't like me.
It's like, that's fair.
I'm used to this.
Nothing but a
22.
trail of enemies behind me. 22 is half damage. 6 fire damage. That does a big chunk of damage to the Darrow, though.
And Bahn will say, "Rye, light him up."
Right.
Shrugs. All right. I mean, I guess.
Well, I had another thought in my mind. Actually,
No, do
I'll
whatever you want
continue to
That's
ask it.
what Monk says.
No, that's fine. Can I roll to see what I know about that cage now that I've seen it react? I don't know if that comes into play with the house rules about creatures, but what about the cage? I think.
Yeah, I'll have to treat the stat block of the creature as the examining the creature bit. So give me either a history or nature check. But because the cage does have magical components, I'll let you roll Arcana. So Arcana, history, or nature. Because yeah, this is all clearly some weird stuff. Okay. You may have read about. You're still not sure about the whole Darrow baby thing. But you can surmise that these creatures, obviously, they can instill madness on people. You recall that there is a certain spell that when you saw this creature lock eyes with Millie, you thought of the spell Soul Jar. I will let you look up that spell. I love Brandon's face for that.
Man.
And it does appear that this cage does have protective like levels of immunity onto it. You do feel like it's not infinite. Like the spells are weakening the cage, but you imagine it would take something like 20 levels of spells to completely deactivate the cage's magical that were like 4th level or lower. You think maybe like 5th level or higher, like really high level spells would probably just do the full effect, because it just isn't that strong against those. But also the cage itself has the cage could be targeted before the creature could be targeted. So you would have to target the cage, which does have its own AC and stuff, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Then I will turn my attention to this guy down here. And yeah, as I will light him up as has been suggested.
I should have rolled concentration on the Wrathful Smite the guy was still holding on to as well.
Oh yeah.
Which does. However, 15 is not going to hit. Just he ducks behind the shield and just goes.
That's right. Shield. Yes, my turn.
All right, so still holding on to Wrathful Smite. I'm gonna put it back in the chat window. So he's still gonna try to hit you with it.
Yeah, not feel as lucky this time.
I guess he still has. Well, no, he only has 1 concentration. All right, so we'll attack. See if my 16
Misses.
miss. Okay. Ah, come on! Ah!
Yeah.
All right, 6 slashing and 8 necrotic damage plus the Wrathful Smite. It's an extra 6 damage, so 20 total damage from that sword attack. And then I need a Wisdom Saver becoming frightened, as he just grins maliciously with this giant Joker mouth. You guys are nailing some of these saves, though. Jeez.
Do you know how many times I go down in a fight?
Now you're
what she
taunting him?
said.
Yeah. All right. Millie, still holding that baby cage. Baby looks like it's ready to
Not
scream
for long,
again.
though.
Yeah.
Millie is going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, get right up to the edge, look into the cage and say to the baby, "Any last words, baby?"
Baby just flicks you off.
You just call it baby. Any words, baby?
No, the baby suddenly tries to look at you and like act like a real baby, just like suddenly like.
Don't fall for
Yeah.
it.
I'm not buying that. And she just tosses it right into the water. And then while it's on the bottom of the water, the poison sinks all the way down, she's going to pull out, let's see, she has some javelins, and she's going to chuck a couple javelins at the baby.
This is fucking double tap right here.
What?
As I throw the baby into the acid pit, I'm also gonna be hurling javelins at it. Goodness.
Does a 10 hit a baby?
You're gonna have to put a spoiler or
screen cap
a
that.
warning
That's
on
probably
this.
a good sound
video.
right there.
Yeah.
It may surprise you, the baby is a very low AC.
Well, if the baby has.
But no, I
low-
actually mentioned the cage has to be attacked first, and the cage does actually have good AC.
Oh,
So that clangers off the
Okay.
cage. But you note when you throw it into the acid pool, the arcane, you found a loophole. They do not light up. It's not magical. And instead, that baby gives off a quick piercing scream as it disappears under the water.
awesome.
And yeah, it's just the most pitiful, like, little hands and just. Well, I don't want to get too graphic, but it's the acid very much affects this baby. As if you
Oh,
would have
just in
thrown a
case.
baby into a pool of acid.
Okay,
Just
that baby
in case
totally
of
knew
the-
what
a
it was
couple
doing
more
when it joined the
javelins.
cause.
I'm still
Oh.
throwing javelin.
I am.
Ow. Stay down there.
That is 2 twos in a row.
I mean, somewhere in the back of
yeah.
your head, you really don't want to throw a javelin at a baby, but
Okay, with.
also, what kind of effect would a pool of acid have on a regular javelin? Much damage.
Yeah,
does
I guess I've done enough to that baby right now. I'll just
Right
kick
now.
up some dirt and walk away from the baby in the pool and say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And I'm going to move up right there. And that's my turn.
Go ahead and
What is
roll.
your regular? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead and roll 4d10 for the poison damage. Whether to
14, 10.
seep into this baby. I keep calling it acid. Apparently, it's poison. Poison. All right. Yeah, that baby dead. It's. I guess I kept thinking it was an acid pool, but I remember that's a big deal because you were able to swim in it, so it's poisonous. Still very bad though, but just like coughing and hacking and. Obviously, the drowning would be bad too. Honestly, the DM did not see that happening. That was very clever, so I will have to give Millie a point of inspiration. You bastard.
Hey.
Because.
Oh, and she's going to just quickly say, hey, everyone, baby's dead.
Bahn just like look. Oh,
You bastard! Murderers! Yeah, they are all about trying to get at you now, Millie. So this, Darrow will just rush at you and attempt to stab you with lightning speed, triple strike. 21
Oh, that's going to hit.
for 6. 14 does not. 27.
Yeah, that is going to hit
Almost
too.
a crit for 7 piercing. Just,
Okay. I have minus 13.
and then
There
it
you go.
will disengage and just try to run around a corner, I guess. I think it's only going to make it to about there, though.
Oh.
Zaberi, no more baby. Good news.
How convenient. One space out of my range, considering the weapon I just chose.
Ah.
Hang on, I can just switch out weapons then.
Yeah.
I can do that. Reaction. There. Wait, I don't think I counted right. 1, 2. Yeah, I have to go that far. Okay. Old school. Oh, whoops, I forgot to. Whatever, I'll do the next attack. Okay. That's a miss, I assume.
Yeah, 12's not going to do it.
Okay. A little like. Whoop and annoy.
Oh, the owl, yeah.
No, the attack, second attack with advantage.
The Daryl straight up do not know what creature that is, too.
28.
Yeah.
Let's go with Trip. So, need a strength saving throw, 13 damage plus 8. Ow. Strength saving throw, please.
This is not the
Prone.
strong one.
And then it will butt in with advantage because it's prone.
Is that 14 damage?
Yes. Yeah. 17. hit?
Yes, just barely.
Okay. How hurting is he looking?
He's starting to get pretty wounded. You guys hadn't really done much to this one.
Okay. I'm gonna throw a couple charges on there then. Do it. What were the charges? D6s?
Wait, charges for what? You're using the
That's
glaive.
with striking.
Well, you're using them in your.
Oh, I'm using my glaive. Damn it. You're right. Yeah, it's fine. Fine. Oh, what's good damage though?
It's good damage. I think I mentioned the
Damage.
staff didn't have charges, I think. Is that what I said last time?
Wood has 0 charges. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good to know.
You'll have to wait
I
till the
didn't know
next
that.
thing to... what is it, once per day? You can recharge it or something? I don't know how that one works.
Yeah, every day at dawn. Whatever dawn is down here.
We'll just say... I hate it when they say dawn. Just do it on long rest game. I don't...
Actually, you know what? Hear this noise. Action surge.
Ah. Yeah,
Glaive,
that's
'cause he's on the ground. Let's
Yep.
murder it, this fucker. 28.
28 will hit.
14 damage.
Ow.
Still standing?
He's definitely bloody. He's prone, but he's bloodied. And yes, I'm gonna make that
I meant
joke
sorry,
every
still alive.
single time.
Yeah. 22 to hit.
It also gets funny when you're fighting undead and they say, "Is he still alive?" Like, well, technically,
Yeah.
never
Is
really.
he still dead?
Yeah, still undead.
12 more
So,
damage.
all right, he's looking real messed up now, but technically
Oh
still
my God.
alive. Yeah, these
Dang,
guys are
okay.
meaty.
Well done.
All right, so this guy is in the middle of the Io water, grappled, restrained, and unable to breathe. Is that correct?
Correct. He can, however, use his action to try to escape the grapple.
Which was a
If-
13.
DC 14.
DC 14.
14.
Yeah, he could just attack, I think, but restrained is
He
bad
could
too.
also attack. Yep.
Yeah, I think he's gonna try to get out of the situation. Anybody who's in water and not able to breathe is gonna try to escape that water. So he will be making is a strength check, right, when they try to do the escape.
I
I
think
it's-
so.
I think
I'm just going to
it's
post this so we can see. It says
just escape
grapple,
DC
escape
14.
DC 14.
Yeah, I think it's a check.
Strength check. To the very bottom.
Oh yeah. You
Oh
got
no,
it.
that's not it. My bad.
Well, it's the same main thing though, because yeah, somebody else can pull the creature out, or it can basically try to make the
Right.
check itself. All right, it's
Yeah.
gonna try to do that then, which is its action. I
Okay.
believe.
So I just hit strength, right? Not the saving throw one, but just the strength straight up.
No, the creature does it. You don't have to do anything.
Oh,
You,
yeah. What
Is
am I
the
doing?
DC check.
yeah.
It's not
Ignore
contested.
What
like a
I-
normal
It's not
grapple.
yeah, which good for
Yeah.
you because
Yeah, in my
that's
head.
not it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it tries to just grab out of it, but you just start clenching all your water body together, and it's not able to escape the water, and then it is your turn.
So at the start of my turn, it takes 2d8 plus 4
Oh man.
bludgeoning damage. So it takes 10 damage at the start of my turn.
Just from being crushed in the water. Okay.
And with my 15 feet of movement, am I close enough to get to the edge of the pool and dump this clown in?
Yes, just barely, because you're 10 feet big, so I assume you can kind of shuffle it within your body for free. So I don't know what the fuck that feels like, but
it looked like I was kind of like stuck between the two pillars, so I wasn't able to move all the way over to the pool. So
there you go.
Yep. So that's what I would like to do. I would like to use my movement and get to the edge of the piranha pool.
Make that a one-way ledge.
Just dangle them over a little bit, wait for some of the fish to jump up, smell some blood and meat, and then
dump his ass.
Drop them in.
I like it. I like it so much you can have inspiration. I like all these methods of using
Thank you.
these deadly pools of water to your advantage.
And that was all of my movement to get over there, so that's the end of my turn.
All right, Bahn.
More raper. Well, I'm not gonna say that.
Rapier is very clear.
More
At least we're not still talking about the babies.
There you go. Yeah.
An 11 misses, unfortunately.
What do you mean my video's been delisted?
Yeah.
I did nothing wrong. 11 is not great though.
No.
This
shield's a problem for me.
That shield is a problem. These guys have pretty good AC. As Ryan can attest to as well.
Alright, so it's right turn. He's going to Power Word Pain number 1.
Word pain.
Nice.
You utter the power word for pain. What is the power word for pain?
Boom.
Doom.
You see 17 con saving through. I finally get a chance to use this effect. You guys haven't actually made him roll saves that are magical yet. At least in this battle. Con save. Pretty good with advantage. Surely we can knock this one out. Nope. Dang. 24 force damage.
It takes damage right. It takes damage right away. That's on the start of its turn.
Wow. Takes.
What I can tell.
Creature then takes 2d4 at the start of each turn. Which must be successful, or take another. Oh, okay. It repeats. Jeez. All right. It looks pretty bad after just getting. I don't know what it looks like. Probably for you, he just actually got shot really bad, right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like clutching his side.
Got him, Bahn.
Yeah.
Alright, that's my turn.
He's looking as bad as you are, Bahn, right now.
Now he's got to make another con save.
Oh shit! It's his turn.
Well,
Start of each.
Well, technically, he
turns.
made it and failed.
Let's see. Successful con save.
Because when I utter it, it happens.
Yep, he did take the damage originally. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now
And at the start of each turn, it does it again.
He makes another one to for the same effect, right? So it's like repeating.
Yeah.
Well, not another one.
Yeah, that's what it says at the end of the thing. At the start of each of its turns.
He doesn't have a save for
man,
the first one. It's like automatic damage.
Right, I meant like we've had the failure that we're talking about right now.
You're right.
Just already happened.
I didn't even realize that. The first one just automatically takes the damage.
Right.
And then he makes the save. Okay. Holy crap.
Oh,
What?
wow.
Do you want to roll the damage again then?
Sure.
That I know. The
Uh,
Kobold Press spells are broken. There should not be a spell that's just like no, except for like magic missile.
Yeah, the spells are great.
Oh my goodness.
Ow! Yeah,
The dice fixed the problem.
that's a balance right there.
The dice are like, this is bullshit.
But it looks like it just keeps happening until
Until he saves.
And it's not even concentration.
Concentration, yeah.
It's just
It is a level 4
he's
spell.
it is a level 4 spell. He's just like constantly getting
Yeah.
shot, like ah.
And you think my elemental forms are OP as a druid?
Yes,
A little bit, yeah.
because you have like 500 hit points per short rest. Yes, I do think so.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's great.
Is he
You
still
Uh,
don't do
concentrating on?
really as much damage though.
No, he
Is-
used Wrathful Smite earlier on you, I believe,
Okay.
right?
I didn't know if it was continuous or whatever, but yes.
All right. Well, because of that low damage, he is still alive, and now it is his turn. Because of that, he is gonna turn his attention. Though you've officially gotten the aggro, Rye, and
How does he know it came from me?
Yeah,
How do you
I mean,
say
you
it's
have-
so
It
weird?
You'd
does
have
say
to
the
utter the
components are
word.
VSM, so I imagine you have to be like making
You had to stab. You had to stab a quill into your own body to cast it. Oh, I guess he knows.
your finger guns, I would assume, but I don't know.
Finger guns. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's what I argue.
How'd you know it was me?
He turns his attention to Ryan and goes, "No, you don't. You stay right here."
Make a charisma check, Bahn. We'll literally see if you can reassess his aggro. I wish D&D had better mechanics for this, but we'll do it on the fly.
Charisma, intimidation, or persuasion.
Just do regular charisma.
So here comes just charisma.
You're not, to be honest, very intimidating currently, but
Oh no. Yeah, I'm not.
we'll do it contested though. We'll just do a charisma versus a charisma off.
Hey.
All right. He like looks like he's about to stare and mutter something, and you say your spiel, and
You're mine.
yeah, he says, "No, shut up!" And instead he turns and does his, but he had his sword put away and just does like his muttering thing. So he will target you with the infectious insanity.
Whoa.
DC 13 Wisdom save. Target Bahn. Yeah.
6.
Bahn gets the confusion.
D-
Sad eyes on you.
D10.
Don't go towards the fish.
It's not till your turn though.
Okay, that's good.
Yes, that would be amazing. That is its turn. We go to Millie. These creatures have such fun abilities, you guys.
One up here is prone, right?
Prone and looking very wounded, yeah.
Okay. I think Millie's gonna run up to that one. So 5, 10, 15. And she's going to pull out the Sword of Life Stealing. And she's going to swing that with advantage then.
Zaberi is giving you dirty looks the whole way up.
My kill.
It's nice.
Is a 20 hit?
Yes.
I hope so.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
And for 7. Then she's going to... Is it still alive?
Yes.
Okay.
I said it was
I'll
very
be
heavily wounded,
taking-
which it is, but it also has a lot of hit points, so it's all relative.
Okay, well, I'll do an unarmed strike then. And that will do another 9.
Getting closer, just beating it on the ground now. Just.
And she is going to use she'll bonus action just one attack, not use the flurry of blows.
Yep.
For another 5. And is it still just hanging on?
Yep.
Okay, she's going to just kind of kick up dirt again and go, I couldn't kill it. You're going to have to take this one out, young lady. And she's going to just kind of sit down right next to it.
Sit down next to it.
Don't sit down. Now you're prone.
You've caused yourself to be prone. The creature will still prone roll towards you all. Just roll over 5 feet. And it will begin just convulsing and spasming its entire body in very odd, weird ways. And that's going to force a wisdom saving throw from both Millie and Zaberi. As you
I hate you right now.
You find its convulsions very maddening. How many ways can they make you guys confused?
Oh, 15. What is that crap? Damn IDC.
Yeah.
Freaking Strahd.
Sorry, I didn't mean to roll advantage.
18 is good enough for you, but yeah, Zaberi gets the confusion spell once again.
God.
That was its turn. So give me that D10. I need to
Quite convenient, right before my turn.
I'm gonna have to pull it up again.
Got
Or no, there it is.
Got the move.
Sorry, these things don't actually have the confusion spell in their stat block. Yeah, 2 to 6 creature doesn't move or take actions this turn. You just stare at it dumbfoundedly.
Oh, that's boring.
How can I attack such a strange creature? And it never even stood up. It's just on the ground writhing. This one is in the water, and IOUC, to your very nice benefit, it just kind of rolled its way down in the water, all that heavy armor causing it to sink, and immediately all of those fish begin swarming it all around. It does this as it tries to like get up, but just so many fish start overwhelming it, and all you see is red. And then it is your turn.
So, if I feel, well, I'm gonna roll to see if I get my ability back. Whoops! I just literally just typed. Okay, so I do get my whelm back. It recharges.
Okay.
I couldn't actually see what was happening over there because of the pillar, so I want to move back. Let me see if I can move. Yeah. So the one is by Bahn and the other one is way up.
Yes, one by Bahn to the south, and then one to the north, currently writhing around on the floor.
Okay. I will scoot around Bahn to here, and I will take 2 slam attacks against that one. 15?
Not. Got that big armor on.
I'll take the second attack, and that's even worse. You know what? I'm going to use my inspiration, because I heard Bond screaming, right? This thing was really laying into him.
Yeah. Bahn seems pretty locked in.
I've got, yeah, I'm confused. Like,
oh yeah, he's literally been infected by their insanity.
Okay. And is this the one that is holding concentration on that confusion?
That is not a that's not a spell. That's just something they infect other people with.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to use my inspiration. I want to try to hit this thing.
It is affected by Bahn's or not Bahn, Rise continuous force gunshots though. That's what the symbol is.
Okay. Okay. That's Jesus.
What do they call that? The squibs or something that they use in movies, where it's just like these little explodey things that go off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, their armor was not good when being thrown in a pool, but when you're actually punching somebody, proved effective.
I got nothing else. I'm gonna stay there though and try to draw its attention.
All right, Bahn, give me that D10.
Don't move or take actions this turn.
Yep, staring at it dumbfoundedly. Those of you affected by the confusion do get to repeat the save at the end of the turn.
Wisdom.
Oh, so should I have made mine?
Yes, yeah, go ahead and make one.
Okay.
Hey.
Alright, Bahn snaps out of it, and then it's Rise turn, and Zaberi snaps out of it.
Bahn snaps out
Really?
of it. Sees Io as a water thing and says, "Oh, don't just stand there. Do something with it."
You see these two like arms come up out of the
Sloshing water everywhere.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Luminous Bolt at number 1.
All right.
It's not casted. Instead, I printed it for some reason.
I
Yeah,
never
looks
know
like-
which one to click. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a spell attack. Yeah, I tell Bahn that he notices there's one fewer Darrow down here.
Right.
He
Yeah,
just
no, Bahn
deposited
doesn't
that
care.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's being a loaf.
Yeah. Ryan, I need a spell attack from you. I don't think it's a save.
Huh?
It says make a ranged spell attack.
It does it.
You cast it off your spell sheet. So it's
Yeah.
17 is a decent roll, but not quite good enough to hit through that pesky shield.
And that's my turn.
All right, this guy, you get. He gets to redo the con save.
Yep.
Which he fails, so he takes another. What was it? 4d10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
oh
Oh!
my god.
You see the start
Make
of his
up for-
turn, yeah, and all of a sudden he's like, he's had all these big explosions. He's like, ah, and then he gets ready to attack, and all of a sudden he goes, ah, shit, and his head just explodes. Like,
That's very Deadpool stuff.
yeah.
Or I guess it would be like the boys currently.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
There you go.
R.I.P. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
sorry. Spoiler alert. Anyone hasn't watched it in the last 24 hours.
Millie, I am only 2 episodes into season 4 right now.
Oh, okay. La la la.
I go very slow when I watch.
Millie's gonna swing the sword of life stealing again. And say to Zaberi, "You took too long."
I'm like, what?
5 does hit, yeah.
Bob's
And
rubbing off on everybody.
8, is it still live?
Yeah, but it looks like it is just like, it's just coughing up blood.
Ah, this thing just won't die, will it? And it takes another one.
Keep trying to get. Oh, look at that. You're so close. 17, 19. All right, that one will finally end this Darrow.
She's gonna chop off its head and then kick the head into the poison.
Excellent. Everybody ends up into the bodies of water somehow. Wow. And I think that is the last of the hostiles. Every guard here has been very, very rude.
Gabriel's gonna go over to this pool over here and stick her head in the water and kick it around for a bit. Try and wake herself up.
Yeah.
Spent half that not knowing what the hell she was doing.
Yeah, these guys are just, the madness is still lingering in the back of your minds. Have some crazy effect on you all. But you appear to have the way to the steps to the south. There is a sign posted right at the base of the steps, very similar to the one at the entrance of this whole place. And it reads, "Do not enter. Door is trapped. You will be burned alive if you try."
Well, luckily you have a water elemental to douse the flames.
Vaughn steps back.
I insight the door. Will we actually get burned?
You guys can investigate the area.
Millie's going to say, Well, don't worry about this. And she's going to pull out her decanter of endless water, and she's going to aim that towards the door and get the geyser ready. And I think I have that item somewhere around here. I'll put this in the chat. It's a long one.
I cast fire hose.
Is Zaberi going up to
Basically, yeah.
investigate the door?
Hey, no. I'm not
Did
hired
you read
that.
that sign? Hell no.
Yeah, exactly. But a big thing made of water here. Why didn't you try it?
Well, there we go. All right, I'm going in.
I mean, I don't know what your immunities are. They may not be fire.
You go up the stairs and you notice at the top of the stairs there is a door.
I can move through a space as narrow as 1 inch without squeezing. So I don't actually have to open the door.
Okay.
It's my water form.
Okay. You because you can do that, you kind of seep forward and you essentially bypass the investigation check because your water form finds the holes in the door. So you quickly discover not only obviously you could seep underneath, but you quickly discover as you get near the door that there are holes in the door. And as soon as you start even seeping into those holes, you immediately feel I'm not gonna make you do damage or anything, but you feel like, oh, this is like a burning sensation, like liquid burning, if you try to go forward into the holes in the door. There is space under the door. I'm not gonna pretend like it's not like sealed or anything if you wanted to go there, but I'm just giving you that information, which is what you would find if you had a successfully investigated it.
Okay. I will mentally communicate that to everyone.
Bahn steps back again.
Uh-huh. I'll specifically tell them that like there's holes in the door that look, I believe, like fire will shoot out of. And I'm going to ask everyone if they want me to go under the door and into the other room.
But yeah, I saw. Bahn in his head says, surely it doesn't fire on both sides.
Actually, I didn't realize I actually have investigation as a skill. So I guess I must be investigatory. Can I take a look at the door and sort of like check it out?
Yes.
Sort of trick to
There
it?
is one more thing you could probably learn about the door. Basically, Io already found the danger. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could give me an investigation check to see if you can figure out. Nope.
Not.
Not with an eye, no. Like holes bad.
No.
So do you think we could just
Never
back
mind.
far away and damage the door? Fire with fire, like fireball the door.
Shockingly, Ryan suggests burning the thing.
With Loverboy over there.
I mean, I have range, 120 feet. Do we get to the max of that and then try to burn it? When Io was investigating the door, did it seem like that door could be damaged?
It otherwise seemed like a normal door. I will say that.
I mean, maybe if I can sneak through it.
Is it wood or iron or?
We'll say it's a wooden door, but maybe has some like iron bits to it, or maybe banding or something, to where like there's clearly the holes aren't just in the wood. In other words, there's got to be like maybe some piping or something there going on.
I think Io should just go through the other side. They're not going to
Maybe
make
We're
it.
there's
going through the
maybe
other
there's a
side.
switch.
What'd you say?
Can't be
Jason?
on all the time, right? Or else how would these guys ever get home? So there must be some way of turning it off.
You're thinking
Yeah,
of
but
these
maybe
creatures
there's
as being
some kind of
logical.
trigger we can find.
Okay.
So if the
I
elemental
will-
completely burns up, Io turns back to Io, and is Io fireproof? What is the rating on Io?
What is the
Wait.
rating on Io?
No, she's a
Io.
gearforged, right? So
Correct. I have flesh of steel. I am immune to disease, poison, and the poison condition.
You could have swam in the
Oh,
freaking
fire.
pool too, dang.
Yep. But I am willing to take one for the team. I'm sure with my health, I can get under the door. And then find a mechanism. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I will do it if that's what I am instructed to do.
does your
I wouldn't have pushed you to it if you hadn't said it like you wanted to do it in the first place, for sure. I feel like this is totally.
is your
optimal.
elemental still an elemental if the water becomes steam?
He says from behind Bahn.
It doesn't the only change of state of matter that's on its character sheet is freezing. That specifically says that the water elemental, if it takes cold damage, will partially freeze. It doesn't say anything about fire damage
That'd be cool though.
doing anything different.
Yeah.
I think Millie should open the door.
Oh, quiet.
I'm surprised she
here.
hasn't already.
Yeah, I mean, she's
I
got it.
will
Doesn't she have some type of like ability to slide out of the way when something blows up?
Oh,
Evasion.
fine. I'll open it if no one else wants to.
If you guys are all discussing this, I kind of think maybe here he goes, like grabs the dude who has no head, just like walks past you with the body and just like throws it at the door from like as far as she possibly can. Strength of 20.
Yeah, you can hurl the body at the door and it does a slam and nothing seems to happen.
Okay,
I'm going under.
I tried.
Okay.
Alright, do it.
Godspeed.
You squish and slip under the door, and the rest of you don't see anything happen either. Io, you appear on the other side to a small cave, clearly a room of some prominence, where you see an elderly female Darrow with long white hair sitting atop a throne carved from a giant mushroom. And she's flanked on either side by another pair of imposing Darrow warriors. And you can see she's like kind of tapping her fingers like this. And as you kind of like come forth with your giant water form, she's like, "Ah! I did not expect this. No, I did not. Did we expect this? Who's not feeding the fish? Now the water itself is coming to see order. What is this? Do you need more fish? More bodies?
I will form a head and shake yes.
This is ridiculous. Even these water must come and ask something of order. Someone go get. We'll make sure you get more fish, yes? Now, tell those adventurers to get in here. Order is expecting. Order is growing impatient. You do that, yes, water?
I I will nod and look. Is there a knob on the door on the inside?
Roll an investigation.
Snap. Okay, I am a water elemental. So
I
investigation
think you still use
is
your mental
just
stats.
intelligence, right? So I just have to hit intelligence. Oh, well, then I can just hit it on my character sheet then. If it's the same. 16.
Okay. It's not too hard to find, but you see a pretty prominent lever near the door. It doesn't appear to be labeled or anything, but it's the only thing close to the door. And you do see the door on the other side has these oddly very twisted, almost Dr. Seuss like piping system that goes like all up on like the cave walls and stuff, where it's almost giving you the madness just to try to figure out like what is going on here. Other than the lever is very stands out to you.
I will, on the other side of the door, you guys will hear in your minds. Orda, 2 others, un loco, and then I'm going to just say, she's talking to me like I am the water from the pool. I'm going to get her to pull the lever to open the door. Because I felt the heat was automatically hitting me as I was going through the door, right?
When you were first trying to like, you could feel yourself pushing against the holes in the door. Yeah, you could feel clearly there was some kind of liquid burning sensation.
Okay. So I'm going to move myself over to the lever. I mean, I make slam attacks. I don't know if I could actually like create a water arm to pull the lever, or if I just need to be like using water arrows, like neon signs, like come and pull this lever. Try to get one of her people to do it.
That's a good question. I would assume a water elemental can still use their
It doesn't
watery...
say she can't take certain kinds of actions. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it has to be pretty pedantic DM to be like, no, you can actually maneuver stuff with your hands. So yeah, if you want to do it to where you want to just gesture to somebody to do it, but otherwise I would rule that yes, you can, with enough watery force or whatever you want, maneuver that lever yourself if that's what you wanted to do.
I'll initially point to it to see if one of them moves off of their post to the door to pull the lever. And I will tell everyone get out of the way of the door.
They don't see the guards are still looking at you quizzically, and then the Witch Queen doesn't seem to react much. She's still just kind of, engaging you in conversation as if you were that body of water.
Okay.
What is this?
Then I will
Speak
try to
water.
pull the lever. She actually thinks I can speak. I love it. I will pull the lever. I will tell everybody to get out of the way of the door just in case it triggers it.
Okay.
Sorry, can I just I'm a little bit confused. So were we here to see this person?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So should we be going in there guns blazing?
No. Well, I mean,
No.
you do what
Okay.
you want to. You do whatever Zaberi would do.
Yeah. She's expecting us. Like she said, she, as the water, she told me to go out and tell you guys she's crazy.
But you haven't told us that yet.
But I haven't told you that yet because she also has not made a move to disengage the trap on the door. She wants me to leave and tell you to come in.
Is the thing.
So have you done the lever yet, or are you just trying to see if she's going to react to you trying to do the lever?
Yeah, I'm going to go over to it and I'm going to motion like I'm going to change its position.
Pull it. I'll pull it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't tempt me. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Root.
Just, she pauses for a second. She's like, I didn't realize that
water could be used in this such a way. Water could be devising much more complex traps and mechanisms if I knew that the water could pull and push things itself. This opens up a whole new possibility of death and torture. Yes.
You see a hand come out of the water going.
But the point I'm making is she's currently like just thinking and distressed. She doesn't seem to be reacting to you
Okay,
doing that.
then-
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pull the lever.
Okay.
See what happens.
Yeah, you pull the lever and you hear a slight kind of a gear shifting sound. It's like a crunch, and you can see like something, one of the pipes just kind of like turns a different direction. And again, it's all maddening looking. You try to look at it and you're like, how the fuck does this work? And appears absolutely crazy, but it does feel like that has some kind of tactile effect when you pull the lever. And she seems more fascinated by you in general. She's like,
Look at that. Pulling levers, and I could have some sort of underwater geyser, perhaps, and then the water could just, when someone gets close, maybe we put the fish inside, and then we pull the lever, and the fish.
and she's, you guys got to stop me. She's gonna keep doing this.
Yeah. No, I'm like
Wait for
waving.
the door to open.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm waving.
It doesn't
and
automatically-
going back.
it doesn't automatically open the door, but you do see that it seems to change something with the trap mechanism when you do that.
Yeah, I don't want her to see me not in this form.
Right.
So I'm gonna go back out under the door,
Okay.
and I'm gonna let all of you know it's been disarmed. And I'm gonna offer up two choices. You guys can act like you have charmed me as the water from the piranha pool, or I can drop form and just be part of the group. Whatever you think will be more beneficial and show that we are more powerful.
Can I quickly ask how you're talking to us? I'm not sure.
And-
Telepathic.
As a player.
This is
Yeah,
something
we
I,
have
I think I
telepathic.
neglected to mention for you new players. Is
Okay.
this mainly stemmed from Io having the druid form, but everybody gets like a little very tropey like earpiece where you can all just communicate with each other pretty easily. To get over that kind of awkward, like, oh wait, but I can't tell this person that thing. Like, I just want to get rid of all that and let people be able to communicate. So you've all got a little like party, TM earpiece, whatever telepathic thing that you can all it only works with each other. And mainly for Io to be able to speak while she's in wild shape form.
Bond says, I think you should stay in the form, first of all. But I've got one of their shadows. Do you think I should use it to communicate with her? Or do you think that we should just stay as the party that we are?
I would have told the group exactly what she said. Tell the adventurers to come in here.
So she
Yeah,
knows about
so-
us. So I say we go in.
Yeah, I'd say we do the Wookiee prisoner idea.
Millie
Yeah.
pulls out her manacles again, puts them on. These things just are so handy.
The water elemental can just be like, deposit them.
Sorry, can someone remind me why we're actually here?
We
Little
need
bit
to
of
talk
backstory.
to the cult of the Withered Hand leader, Orda, so that we can get information on Narrowsane.
Okay, which is not this person.
Orda is the lady that we think is in this room. But we need to
Okay,
try to
so we're
figure
just here
out
to talk to this
information.
person. Then we don't need to. Do we need to pretend anything?
I mean, it's up to you. you can pretend to do whatever you want to.
I mean,
But-
Bahn is
but-
actually what's his face, Rotbone, right? It's your persona.
Yeah, I'm Grimtooth Rotbone, yeah.
But okay, I guess I'm just wondering if she thinks we're gonna be okay. That's fair.
If
You-
we're gonna
Millie
let-
doesn't have to be a prisoner.
She
Right?
likes to be though.
it's been consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kept our
It's kind of
adventuring
her.
party
It's kind of her
consistent.
shtick. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
All right. Yeah, you all can go in. How was the elemental? You're just coming in with your water form.
I'm following.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Bahn.
Okay.
And so if he wants to be some big magnanimous, like he's commanding me, that's I'll let him play that up.
What do
Okay.
you mean, let him? He's doing it.
As you all come into the room, she kind of snaps her head and realizes the door is open and the trap didn't go off. She's like,
Oh, ow! That was gonna be a fun one. Oh well, didn't expect the water, of course, but this is a net gain for us. Might have a few kinks to work out, but yes, yes, the water itself comes alive, and well, not right
No.
now, but it will.
All right, yes.
You all
are now in the presence of Grim Tooth Rotbone, soon to be Lord Emperor.
Yes, very well. Everyone's a Lord Emperor around here. We dare only worship one Darakul, and that is the King of the Underworld.
Narosane.
The King of the Underworld, you will show respect.
and she actually looms forward, and Bahn, you get the feeling she has a lot more power than she's letting on.
Okay.
Like, it just like this very like if she leans forward like that, the sudden like weight of her like presence and aura just kind of hits you. You're like, okay.
Okay. I don't know how to play that as Bahn, if he cares or not. Oh, dang.
God.
So we all walk in the room.
Here, I have a giant. I can leave this on the board.
That looks like one of the Olsen twins.
Rough. And he says,
Yes, we are searching for him.
Did you bring them?
and he snaps his fingers like he's been snapping to all the.
You better have the items or this conversation is over.
Yeah. And he looks back for the shield and the sword and the staff.
Yeah.
And then
No,
he's like,
but like hold them up, but it's like mine.
Yeah.
Like, not like offering it up. I'm like, yeah, here it is. Yeah.
Yeah. You do that, and she kind of cranes her neck.
All right, fine, you got them. I figured as much when I saw the water itself moving around.
Yes, it's in my control. It does whatever I want it to.
She leans forward and says,
Really?
Yes, watch this. Water, come to me.
This is marvelous. So what is it? You have some kind of ring or mental control? What are you doing? You must tell me.
Yes, it is all psychic. I have a strong mind.
Clearly indeed. Well, we'll have to take that mind. Yes. I suppose you can join.
Did she just say?
You could join the cult, right? We have a good dental plan. Yes, get rid of all your pesky teeth. You won't need those.
Lord Emperor.
Mostly
Grim Tooth
mushrooms here. Do you like mushrooms?
We could prove strong allies for each other. Yes, it sounds good. Gorlu sent us.
Oh,
Gorlu.
she kind of is like,
It's like one of the 80 people.
do we know a Gorlu? Yeah, no, that not that one. That's okay. Oh, with the ghouls. No. A dead Darrow sent you, is?
Well, now, yes.
Yeah.
Now it's dead.
Better be dead. Yes. All right. And you want to see the king of the underworld, is this right?
Yes, that's who we're seeking.
Not just
an
anyone
audience
gets to
with.
see the king,
The king.
but you have proven yourselves quite capable. And not just because of the water thing. That was a surprise. There'll be no murdering of the last king, yes? We will not abide by murders but there's a lot of murder, but not the last king, no.
No, we seek to try to ally with him. The king.
Yes. Well, of course. It's the smart thing to do. He's the lord of all bugs, you know.
The Lord of all bugs.
All bugs! And spiders.
This is news to me. I did not know this.
Well, you need to know that if you're going to worship the last king. Yes. He knows everything that goes on in the underworld, you know. These creepy crawlies are everywhere.
Okay, now I'm starting to hit my limit of like remembering.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what now?
So when you guys were to the underworld, you're trying to save the Archduke from like chapter 2, who was kidnapped for some reasons you're not quite sure of. And when you were sent to the underworld, you were basically said, hey, anytime you get to a new area, they're like, you need to seek out allies, right? You're in a new area, you need to find allies. Every area you've been able to find an ally pretty quick, but this is the underworld. It's a lot harder to find somebody who really knows the area and is willing to help you. The one contact you had was this Narrowzane character who was a powerful ghoul lord, but was deposed whenever the Imperium took control, which was about 100 years ago, and now was supposedly killed along with a lot of the other ghoul lords, but he is rumored to have been in exile, and that's the best lead you have to go on, was to seek out this cult that still worships him. So as far as a lot of people know, this guy is dead and died a long time ago. But
who is Emperor Nicophorus the Pale?
That is the current leader of the Ghoul Imperium.
Okay, yeah, okay. So Bahn would say,
Yes, we're looking to coordinate with Narrowzane. We heard that the last king has not quite died yet, and we'd like to help him get rid of Nicophorus.
Oh, he'd like that. He'd like that very much. Still...
As I become emperor.
Oh, sure, whatever. You do some of that more water stuff, and maybe you can go far, yes. But, yes, I think the last king would like that very much. All right. Well, I'll tell you where he is. It's not gonna be easy, but probably easier than this was, eh? You didn't kill too many of my cult, did you?
The water killed everything.
Oh,
We didn't kill
damn.
the one of
What
them.
about the fish? Are the fish okay?
The fish are fine in the water.
Okay, that's good. Fish are very hard to replicate. The Darrow, no problems. Yes.
The ooze might also be difficult to
Damn
deal
it!
with.
Not the ooze! Ah! Frank, we need more ooze!
I love
Frank's
this
dead?
character.
yeah, it's pretty good.
Damn
We
it!
have to recruit her.
And make Eric talk like this for the rest of the campaign. Yep.
Put an order in for more ooze. All right. You go
She leans forward again.
north of here, and then you've got to go through what we call the vermin-infested tunnels. Do you know why we call them that?
Because they're full of bugs.
Because they're full of bugs and spiders. You got to go.
And
Like, she leans over to like whoever's close and is like, aren't bug spiders?
And then she gives you these instructions, which immediately some of you begin like sweating. Like it's just like the Jordan Peele sweating meme, where it's just like, oh my gosh, there's you got to go this way, and you got to turn and do this, and you got to go through here. They're like designed to get people lost. But all of you pay very close attention to her instructions.
And then finally, once you reach that final switchback, then you will be at the king's glorious throne room. Yes, and don't worry, he will definitely be expecting you. Vermin-infested tunnels, lord bugs, all that.
did you know that we were coming?
Well, King informs me as well. Do you know what it's like to have a centipede tell you something? They are chatty!
Yeah.
They are so chatty! Shut up! You shut up! You keep yelling at me! I'm telling them right now!
So the bugs are informing of movements within the underworld.
Eyes and ears all around. This is how the king has his power. Power is knowledge. You know that.
Interesting.
Yes.
What happens if we kill bugs? Is that bad? Is that a bad luck?
She leans back. As she leans back, you feel that power again radiating off of her, and she's like,
The last king would not like that. I would be very, very careful. Don't so much as even stepping on a bug. Would not be... It would be considered highly rude.
Is there like a special code word we can use to let the bugs know that we mean no harm?
she rolls her eyes.
The bugs will not attack you if you're being sent along to his sanctum. He's already expecting you. But
Bahn,
that goes two ways. You don't attack the bugs either.
And then she removes a ring from one of her fingers and just hurls it at you, Bahn, and then cackles.
Ah! You could show him that if you need further proof.
Can I take a look at it? Like, is there any, like, what's the insignia? Just withered hand?
Literally just like a plain, tarnished, like, copper ring. Like, couldn't be more nondescript.
He says, well, you've pleased Lord Emperor Grimtooth Rotbone. We look forward to our
Fantastic.
allyship.
Yes, I will receive word from the last king, I'm sure.
Are you guys like an item? Is there like a thing?
Can you make the poison, the poisonous what? Can you make that one move around?
Thanks so much. Bye.
Because that would, the things I could do with that.
Starts backing out.
Perhaps we put it in some sort of cube form and maybe make it a little thicker. One might even say gelatinous. Ow! How fun. Make sure you put that water back where you found it.
Okay.
Zaberi's just going to lean over to Bahn, like way down, and be like, Lord Emperor, I was wondering if maybe you could ask if there's a place nearby we could, stay for a while.
Bahn, like, blushes.
Sleep.
Like, hardcore.
Not just the two of us. I mean, the group as a whole.
Just the two of us.
Heavy
No.
blush.
Because I didn't think about that. I'm not sure I want to hang out in that room. I'll be totally
I don't mean here, no.
Give me 1 second. I'll go find out.
He pops his head back in to the door.
It says, oh, by the way, if we needed to rest for an extended length of time, is there a particular place that you think the bugs would let us stay?
She folds her arm and says,
If you make good with the Lord,
what did I call him?
King of the Underworld, then he will permit you a safe place to sleep within his sanctum. You all do look quite terrible.
All right, thanks. So long.
And says,
Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that we may have a safe place to stay. The bad news is, Millie, it's going to be with Narosane. We're going to have to keep coordinating with these
Ghouls. Actually, what is Narrowsane? Narrowsane's not a ghoul, is he?
He was a lord of ghouls, so you presume
Okay.
he's some kind of ghoul. All right, as you all make your way out of this area and begin to head north, we need to take a break. We'll take a 10-minute break, and then we shall return in a bit. All right, I think we're coming back from our break, and I'm going to go ahead and put you guys back. Well, I guess the one question I want to ask, do you guys want a short rest again? You've been told where your next possible long rest period will be. But really, I don't have any kind of limit on short rests.
Yes, please.
I'd like to short rest again, but I want to do the quick healing before I short rest again with
Sure.
my other key points.
Also, I'm gonna what's it called the fighter thing at level 1.
Second wind.
Point thing. I'm gonna do that as well.
That was a good 3d6 roll. Jeez.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Is this a D10? D10. Oh my god. Killing me, Smalls. Killing me.
Plus your con, right?
Plus my fighter level.
Oh, okay.
It's not just.
Bahn do the Song of Rest thing?
Yeah, you request him to tell you something fun.
Sing us a ditty. A diddly do.
It's a D8.
D8. And that's per hit dice used, right? Or D8. 1d8 grade.
Per short rest, yeah.
Got it.
You have to use hit dice to gain the benefits, though.
Yeah, does no good for me.
Let's see.
Oh.
It's too late for me to do math well.
Math skills fading.
Oh, wait, just doubles the number of hit points. For some reason, I thought it maxes it out. Okay, so... Four plus 14. It's 18.
Do you have any idea how long the trip is going to take?
39. Based on her. I mean, we don't know where we're going.
Right. You said north and then told you a bunch of twisty ways, and from what it sounds like you can get there within the day. It didn't sound like you had to stop and rest for the night, basically. So a day trip.
Okay.
But
Any idea like what time of day it is?
Yeah, I was gonna say at this
How
point.
long have we been up?
It's been I think you guys traveled I think a day or two since the ghoul outpost, I think. But you don't automatically gain the benefits of a long rest while traveling down here. But
You usually want to know if dawn has happened.
It does stave off the effects of like going too far without a long rest, technically.
I have an interaction question. My Periat of Wound Closure says that I double the number of hit points restored whenever I roll a hit dice. Song of Rest says that spending one or more hit dice, each of those creatures regains an extra 8d6 hit points. The Song of Rest does not count for the Periat of Wound Closure, right? Because it just says hit points, not hit dice.
Right. Specifically, you have to be triggering something that rolls hit dice, which is we figured out a really crazy combo in my live game where they had Wither and Bloom, which specifically allows players to roll hit dice to heal, and that's how got like 30 some hit points back in a turn. Crazy loophole with that spell and that item. or not loophole, but combo, I guess. So you all, after a short rest, head north, trying to follow the Darrow's directions to the best of your ability. But between all 5 of you, you're kind of able to have a hilarious little montage of like arguing about which way to go and trying to recall, no, she said this way, no, that way. And you make your way down these series of just winding, suffocating tunnels. There's twists, there's branching paths, there's random dead ends. This place is like built like a labyrinth, like this section of the tunnels, to where you know that without these instructions, you would absolutely all be horrendously lost. And there are thousands of insects scurrying about everywhere. Like, picture that one scene in Temple of Doom, where it's just like they're almost raining down. They're all over the wall, like the whole like this carpet, like just moving. Like, you have to be like gingerly walking around to even avoid. And they're all scurrying on as if they're on important business. And occasionally, some of the bugs, or even an entire swarm, will just stop to stare at you for several heartbeats and then move on. And these bugs are coming in all different sizes, including many disturbing specimens the size of a small dog. Like, just large ass like centipedes and cockroaches, just all kinds of sizes. So I'd love to hear what everybody's reaction. And Bahn, you still have your entourage of people, right? And they are,
Yeah, dude.
they're no longer medically sedated. They are like fully aware and just feel like you are the new master, because you are Lord Grimtooth Rotbone, and you are now leading them into these just hellish insect caves.
Do not step on the bugs.
Anytime those ones, maybe like there's some that are stopping and looking at us, and so I get the impression they're kind of like surveillance cameras at this point. I'll be just like
Yeah, wave to the camera.
waving to whoever's watching. Maybe like, oh no, the good guy we're going to is the one who sees through the bugs, right? Or is it like all the ghoul?
The way that she described it is that this guy is the Lord of bugs, and yeah, he uses them as like a spy network, according to her.
Okay. The guy that we're going to try and be friendly with.
Yes.
Okay, not okay. Nefa, what's his name?
Narrowzane.
Narrowzane. Okay, thank you.
On the way there, Bond's talking about how there's a lot of like parallels between the ousting of the royal court. I don't remember the person, but Lucian had cast levitate on the dude a couple times.
You guys have.
Avgos.
Oh yeah, the guy who was actually captured. Yeah. The
There's a lot of parallels between like this thing and that thing, and it's I don't know. I'm seeing like Link in the dark world and the overworld. Things are similar but slightly different.
Yeah. Just meet the new boss, same as the old boss kind of situation down here. Like, the ghouls still have their bureaucracy and their politics and drama, just the same.
The whole time that they're walking, Millie is like right next to Rai, just chatting him up completely, trying to find out more and more about his vampire friend, that she just completely wants to get into his business about it, and is giving him advice about how to be very popular with the ladies.
She was too clingy. She wanted too much, so.
I felt so drained every time I talked to her.
That's what I was looking for something like.
Yeah, I could tell.
Man, being around her was so draining.
She always takes a lot out of me. I don't know.
She was just sucking the life out of me.
Yeah.
I felt smothered.
After what feels like hours and hours, but is probably maybe an hour or two, of this uncomfortable travel of just insects and bugs everywhere. You think you're nearing the end, and the ground around suddenly just rumbles very unsteadily, and it sends a lot of bugs scurrying out of the way as an enlarged elephant-sized centipede erupts from the ground right in front of you, opens its maw, and releases a just stream of acid in this tight hallway. I need all of you to give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh no, we're slaves.
Oh, yeah.
We'll put you and your folks, your entourage in the back, Bahn.
So you said deck save, right? Deck.
Dexterity save, yes.
Oh god. Continuing with.
So I can I have the one where I can reroll it. Magical guidance. Well, my inner wellspring of magic. I can try to conjure success for failure.
Gonna burn an
I was
inspiration.
Oh, wow. One sorcery point.
Inner
That's
wellspring
great.
magic.
Oh,
it wasn't meant to be.
Inspiration.
That's an ability check though, not a saving throw.
It
Just so you
worked.
know.
Okay.
Oh,
You
that
can't
is
use it on
true.
saving throws.
Oh, fair enough.
So
Like, that's super powerful. I'm like,
So-
whoa. Like, oh.
So I'm a 10.
okay. It's a DC 13 for 21 acid damage on a failed save, or half as much on a success.
Not doing great here, guys.
We'll just take
And
nothing.
then your freaking evasion. You just dance
Oh,
out
I'm
of the way.
sorry. How much damage? I'm sorry. I was reading something. I'm immune to poison, not acid. So I missed how much damage.
It is, let's see, you made the save, so half as much. You're taking 10 acid damage. And then I need initiative from all of you. Are you still a water elemental, Io? Or did you break?
No, because
Okay.
we short rested.
Well, you can be. Well, I actually don't know how elementals work, but I know wild shapes stick around for a while.
Yeah, I can be a wild shape for like all of them now for hours, half of my levels. So I
Okay.
can be for like 5 hours.
And as
I
you can
usually drop during a short rest.
Okay. As you can see, I was not kidding. There are bugs everywhere. But
It's like, don't kill those bugs.
and only one of them, yeah, and they're scurrying out of the way of this thing. And this thing just literally popped out of the ground and spewed acid and is now just roaring at you like only a centipede can.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was not paying attention. Come on. Damn it. Okay.
Wait,
You're saying no AoEs then.
That's what I was thinking.
The lady did warn you not to harm any bugs. This does appear to be a bug. It's a very large one, however, and is attacking you. So you're not sure what's up with that. But I'm putting you guys into initiative because this thing is hostile to you. I will say this thing is hostile. The rest of them still don't appear hostile, but they are taking up a lot of spaces in this area.
Barry's up front. She's like, does anyone talk to bugs? Maybe you can be our friend.
Let's see.
Millie, you are the first to react, and yeah, Bahn, I just put you in the back with your entourage, so they did not get hit by the acid. You think they would have been absolutely melted.
Do I still have my Raven around with the light thing from Alaric? Or do I have to cast Find Familiar again?
Let me just grab that from the map. That's going to be easier. I'll do the same with the owl, too.
Already got the owl.
Oh, you got the owl. Okay.
Yeah. Bad idea.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, now I can see a whole bunch. And this
I probably
is
should-
the
sorry.
centipede.
I probably should have presumed that you guys need some kind of light when you're walking around these dark tunnels anyway. I don't know what method, but yeah, if you want to use the Raven, that's fine. I forget that some of you... I'm so used to my live party now that... Or no, they don't have dark... What do they have? I guess they also have the Drift Globe thing, don't they? to worry about light too much. Anyway. Yes, that is
Okay,
the
let's see,
giant centipede that is attacking you.
Is it difficult terrain to get around all these bugs that are around us?
I would say definitely. If you're trying to get through... Well, it would be difficult terrain anyway, yeah. They're not technically hostile to you, but you're also not trying to, like, step on any bugs, I would assume.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to step on any bugs. I guess with my bonus action, then I'm going to use a key point to use Step of the Wind to dash. And with mobile, that means that I get to... When you use dash action, difficult terrain doesn't cost extra movement on that turn.
Monk's got an answer for
So-
everything.
So I can move with the dash. That means I can move 120 feet.
Good lord.
So
Off the
she
map.
is going to go. Let's see. Where can I go? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And she's going to attack with an unarmed strike. Does a 12 hit the big centipede?
Does not. It's got
No.
some pretty thick chitinous exoskeleton stuff.
Okay. Then she will take a swipe at it with the life-stealing sword. Oh, that looks really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, we're not supposed to hurt it. Okay, I'm going to take another unarmed strike at it then. Does a 27 hit it?
Yes. A 27 will hit it and probably hurt it.
And 8, and it's going to definitely be non-lethal damage that she is going to aim for the entire time.
Okay. Punching into it.
And
It seems like it's
because she
pretty
attacked
beefy.
it,
Just so you don't have to worry about it,
Move.
you never have to worry about non-lethal until it gets to 0.
okay, so then
Do it
I've
that way.
moved 25 so far. So 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60,
Now you're just showing off.
65, 70, 75, 80.
Dane, it's fine. I'll take all the hits. It's fine.
90,
Only got 37 hit points. Totally fine.
95, 100, 110, 5, 10, 15, and 20.
Wow. Just did like a lap out of there.
And she's just going to say, "There's nothing back that way. No need to go back there." And then she's done with her turn.
Except for the mini bugs. And I included there's swarms and there's also those like dog-sized caterpillars and centipedes as well. Yeah, all of which are hard to maneuver around for anybody who's not a monk. Io.
Okay. Io, just so everyone knows, Io's flaw, he doesn't consider as a flaw, but as a druid, I will not harm beasts without just cause or provocation. So just throwing that out there. And I'm going to look around. I see Millie go up and attack the centipede and then move farther to the north. I am going to wild shape into a giant spider, which I don't think we have set up. So we don't.
Okay. Do I
That-
try to add that real
That's
quick?
okay. What is a giant?
We've never seen giant spider. I guess not.
Large. It's a large beast. So I can just shape into something else that's large if you want for this. My bear is large.
I
And
mean, if
then
you
I
want to
can
go,
just open the. Yeah, I'll just go bear, but I'm going spider. And I'll just open the character sheet in another window
okay,
just to change my token
The
so that it fills
terrifying
the space.
bear spider.
And I'm going to crawl up and try to get to the centipede and communicate with it as another insect.
Okay. Roll a nature check.
$14.
As you get closer to this thing, you realize that it would not be classified as a beast. It does appear very insect-like, but a lot of insects would not be able to spray acid like that, and also its teeth and maw appeared like almost supernaturally strong that a bug's normally wouldn't.
Okay. What about the rest of the insects around me?
The rest of them do appear to be insects of various unusual sizes. Spiders, bugs, centipedes, crawlers. Everything else does appear to be an insect, and it is not hostile to you. This thing, though, it definitely looks like it's some sort of insect, but it's like a monster. I see those fucking AoEs coming out.
Yeah, sorry.
It... But yeah, with that check, I'll just let you know this is not classified as a beast, even though it's just kind of a monstrous version of a bestial insect, I guess.
Okay. Then what I'm going to do is, if you'll allow, I want to communicate with the bugs around and tell them that Order sent us to see the king and promised us safe passage.
Do you have... How are you communicating, I guess? Do you have speak with beasts, or...
No, but when you transform into a shape that's the same species, technically, that's what I read about, like, wild shapes. If you're... Like, so if I'm a spider, I should be able to...
Speak spider.
Yeah.
Communicate, in other words. Okay. You think you are able to communicate with some of this. What you sense immediately is fear and anxiety because this thing just popped out of the ground and started attacking. So you definitely get the feeling that, like, this thing is not part of the bug crew normally.
Okay.
And yeah, these things seem like they were okay with you all approaching as you were, being very careful not to harm any bugs. And then this thing came along, and now they're just trying to scatter and, like, get out of the way. So yeah, you're not necessarily getting any disagreement from their point, but they also don't have any way of communicating with this large, monstrous centipede thing.
Okay. Would you say that that's my action then, to try to do all that?
I probably, yeah. If you still want to do like well, I guess you're to use your bonus action to shift, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably good. Basically, you learned that it appears that these creatures are doing their best not to harm you, but they're also in a very agitated state. So you do note that anytime anybody might, they like fear biting, I guess, you know, as a thing with dog stuff. You're getting that, which you can communicate to your party. You're getting that vibe from the bugs. Like, they would very much react to anybody, you know, for example, crossing through their space or something. They might react to that, even though they're not necessarily wanting to attack.
Okay, I will push that information out to the rest of the group that they're not with him, but they are afraid.
This guy's not with us, man. He's
He's
crazy.
not with us. He's rogue. He's rogue.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And you did move right next to it, correct? You're like climbing on the
I did
walls near it or
move.
something.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I move. I just don't want to be on top of anybody there.
Okay.
Oh no,
Are you on the wall? Are you on the ceiling?
you should be on the wall.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, but I don't know if they're all over the place. Like you basically described that they're everywhere, right? Are they up on the walls and stuff too?
Yeah,
or-
yeah, they're basically everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, I'm up because that's what I said. I went up and over.
Okay.
But I don't want to land on any of them. I don't want to agitate any of them.
All right, we will see who gets lucky. Rye. You see the creature dive into the ground, which
That's good.
if you want to, are you still in melee range? Because you said you got close to it. If you want to use your reaction to attack, you can as it dives into the ground.
Okay.
And it's gonna
I
pop
don't know
up.
if this is gonna roll or not. So let's try it.
It's gonna explode out of the ground, also near Zaberi, which I think also triggers your attack of opportunity. And basically just explodes. These nearby bugs just get pulverized as it pops out.
No, because
I-
it's not within 10, so I don't have range.
I can't roll from the compendium. I can't. I'll just roll a D. 1d20 plus 5. Okay. I'm gonna have to do all these manual.
Just when we thought we had it all set up, and you hit me with the.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that
No,
we didn't have a spider in there.
I didn't realize that either.
All the beasts.
30-20.
All the beasts. Does hit, yes.
All right, so then that would be.
Hope nobody can hear this, but there's an alarm going off in the building beside. But it's not coming through, is it?
No, it's not.
Only when you talk.
Okay, good. Oh,
Six piercing damage.
All right.
And it has to make a con saving throw
Oh,
from my bite.
right. Okay. About a 17.
Makes it. Yep.
Alright.
Half damage on. So 2d8. It might be immune to this, but it's poison damage.
It is not immune to poison damage.
Okay, so half of that on a save, so 4 points of poison damage.
All right, you get one good bite attack in as it dives into the water and just kind of churns through the ground and then explodes up down here to try to bite at Rye with its large maw. I don't think a 13 is going to do it. And then it attempts to, at the end of its body, it appears to kind of body ends in this long, thorny stinger that fucking caterpillars have. And attempts to stab you with that. 16?
Yep, that hits.
For 11 piercing damage, and I need a DC 13 con save to avoid becoming poisoned.
Yeah.
Alright. Take damage, but you are not poisoned as it just stabs you, but it's not able to inject anything. And it stays there for your turn.
What do I know about this creature? What can I assess about this creature?
You give me a nature check. Since
17. I was hovering over nature.
Yeah, nature's good. You may have heard stories of the Megapede, the hilariously named gigantic centipede that is found only in the underworld. They're about 15 feet long. They're capable of eating ore and metal with their jaws, as well as firing. At this point, you've kind of seen all their stuff, as well as firing acid spray, and you can presume that since it sprays acid, it probably doesn't care about acid damage.
Okay. Then I'm going to cast magma spray so that I don't hit other things. And then I'd like to upcast that, though it didn't come out that way. I'd like to cast that at level 3.
Okay, fountain
It'd be an
of magma.
extra D8.
It did just clear the way of bugs. I did mention that. Dexterity save. Does it do it now or?
Yep.
Oh, that's not a good save.
That'd be 16.
16 fire damage. All right, it gives off a very painful wail. It's not like being on top of the pool of gushing magma.
And then if it actually does it do it now? Let's see. Creature
Enters the area
in that space, yeah.
Or if it ends
Well,
its
actually,
turn
no. Because
there.
the first line says a creature that in this space takes a damage or half, and then
If it's still in
starts
the
its
space,
turn.
yeah, at the end of its turn.
Oh, actually enters or ends. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's likely to move. So, but it is what it is. Some
All
damage.
right. It currently has a fountain of magma bubbling underneath it as it's screaming in pain.
Level 2 spell, but a creature's hit points are reduced to 0, it just like gets killed immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's,
Brutal for the DM to use.
yeah.
Like, just be like,
Do that on your vampires and shit. Like, Jesus.
yeah.
Mr. Rotbone.
I frantically pull out my spellbook, and you guys see a mage hand that comes into like just a regular hand, mage hand, and then there's a large, translucent yellow hand that gets bigger and bigger as I cast Bigby's hand. And I'm gonna use Grasping Hand as I try to like grab the centipede with Bigby's hand. So it's I use the hand strength score to resolve the grapple, which it says is a 20. I just read it. 26.
Wow.
So I guess a D20 plus 8.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh no! So an 18.
18. Okay. And this is against so grappling. I should know this because I've got one. Acrobatics or athletics, I think, for the.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Ties.
So
Dang it.
Ties mean I think it just maintains status quo. So
Yeah.
it's trying to grab, but it's like just wriggling around like crazy.
And I tell my group of slaves that are holding me to back up, back up.
Let's step on anything.
Yeah, back up carefully. They try to back up, but it's very, very crowded, and that's DM saying I ran out of map down here.
No, you're fine.
There's nothing but a void, boss. We can't go back. The world ends here.
That's my turn.
All right, Zaberi.
All right, it's whacking time. Attack striking. Regular roll. Oh wait, let's I'll fly by.
Just don't fly into the magma.
No. So attack advantage. 27 to hit.
Yeah.
10 damage. Let's make this a trip attack. It's large or smaller. Perfect. What do I want to do? I want to do this. So strength saving throw, please.
Ugh.
Fails.
Decently
Okay.
strong.
He is prone. Can he be prone? I'm a little wondering if something with 100 legs can be made prone.
Right. That's what I was wondering too.
It sure can. Yeah, it doesn't have any kind of meanings like that. Also, for
Awesome.
funsies, since it has a bubbling pool of magma underneath it, I'm gonna force it to take some fire damage just from you, literally knocking it like further into the bubbling magma.
Great.
Rye, we'll do 2d8 fire damage. Combo. Take 6 fire damage.
Putting that in the playbook. Okay, all done? Okay. So attack number 2, same thing, advantage. 25 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh boy. 11 bludgeoning, and let's. So that was trip. Can I get away with that? That one's free. And let's go menacing. Wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh my goodness. Wisdom.
Finally a good roll on that.
Not the wisest creature.
Fails. Okay, well now he's also scared.
Also prone, scared, and in fire. Well done.
Prone, scared, and in fire. Yeah, you're gonna hate this round. Okay, butt end. Advantage, submit.
Oh my goodness.
31 to hit.
A 31 without a crit is...
And fucking like almost max. No, it's max
Look at
damage. It was
that.
12.
With the butt end? Holy crap.
How's it looking?
It's still alive, surprisingly. You guys did that one round did a ton of damage, but it is like practically whimpering now. It looks like it is
Okay,
in
well,
fight or flight mode.
Let's action surge. Why not? What she's built for. Crit! There it
Hey,
is.
we finally got our crits.
Too bad the staff isn't working, because that would have been very entertaining.
Oh.
Not the greatest damage.
There you go, I got the air horn.
Free module for somebody. Okay, and then second attack.
13. 17 will hit as well.
Of course it will.
Alright, and then massive damage would also apply, but that last damage you did... I don't know how much damage you did. I forgot to look at see how many hit points this thing had, but... I feel like it had 50 or 60 hit points before your turn.
29, 39, 41, 49, 60.
Yeah, that's...
I'm just
nope.
glad you went last. That way the rest
70.
of us get a turn.
yeah.
70, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it was
this is
wounded.
why going last is such a pain in the ass because I really want to get in there.
Yeah.
I also want to be close to people because I can actually help you if you're within 5 feet of me and you get attacked. I can stop some of the damage.
Oh, okay. The
But
defensive
it just
one.
never works out because you guys keep running away. I'm like, oh, come back here.
Its body collapses and actually rains down several swarms of large centipedes, which, Rye, you can keep the burning going or turn it off if you want.
Do they look friendly, or they look like they were?
It's
Because
hard
if
to,
they're friendly, I'll turn it off.
it's
because-
hard to tell in the split second. I want to make you make a split second decision with not having all the information.
I turn it off
Okay.
with the bug harm in mind.
Okay. You see they collapse into several swarms of centipedes. Even though this thing did not at all look like it was made up of several swarms of centipedes. And you turn off the fire immediately, and they all rain down to the ground. And as they do, all of their heads snap and stare at you, Rye. And you see a lot of the other bug, not all of them, but a lot of the bugs kind of stop immediately what they're doing, which is weird looking. And they speak in this oddly multifaceted voice that's carried by hundreds of creatures in perfect common, and says, "Thank you. Sometimes my children grow too large for me to control. This would happen again. Not much further now. And then all the bugs just begin to go about their business again.
I thought it was almost gonna be like Sid from Ice Age, where all the
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so then we
No, wait,
Did
no.
you-
I mean, those bugs just talked, right? That wasn't just me.
Are we gonna talk
Zaberi's
about
like, what do you mean? I didn't hear anything.
Zaberi hit that thing hard.
It's like knocks a couple of times on Bond's head, like, "You all right?" At this point, she's just teasing.
Yeah, you guys can continue on.
It said not far, right?
It did say not,
that
not
what I
much,
heard?
not much further. Yeah.
Awesome. Let's move on.
Okay.
Zaberi's
I will
tired.
s-
Like, oh my god.
I will stay a spider and I will just crawl upside down right over everybody's head going through the tunnel.
Okay.
Cool.
After a few more twists and turns, you enter a crude sanctum. The modest cave room features a chair made of chitinous shells upon which sits an elderly Duracool. Narrowzane is dressed in lavish robes over tarnished armor, and a dull spiked crown sits upon his head. He gestures openly with his hands. My apologies for what it took to find me, but an exile of the Imperium, not be too careful. I regrettably do not have much food and drink to offer guests. He glances down at a plate of dead bugs that the other bugs are like giving him various like grubs and things which look barely edible, like just parts of creatures. Please. And he gestures a bunch of like just the corner of the cave with like little stone outcroppings. Steeples his fingers. Why don't you tell me why you have come here to the underworld?
Does when he says "come here to the underworld" like that, as a player, I think I'm picking that up. I don't know if Bahn would know. He seems to know we're not from here. Okay.
You're still wearing the disguises, but he is clearly, yeah, you can talk to him about that.
Yeah.
He says, yeah, sorry about your bug. I'm Lord Emperor Grimtooth Rotbone.
I just want to see what he says to that.
Yeah. You see a slight twitch in his ghoulish face. And he nods and says, "You do not need to play those games with me, but those are quite good. They will and have gotten you far down here, this magic you possess. But we will not need to play those games with me."
Bahn kind of like nods and like, okay.
You wear the mantle surprisingly well, though. The shoe is fitting nicely.
Perks up at that. Yeah, you're right.
Perhaps you will have a place in my court one day.
Your, usurpers, we'll call them. They're expanding into Zobek. Can't have it. We got to fix that problem.
Could not agree more. Empires must expand, they must conquer. But they invite discord and conflict. Look, and he just gestures to all of you. You all are here now, quite powerful, quite capable, and practically in the middle of the Imperium. This would never happen if the Imperium were satisfied with the underworld. But no, there had to be these grand ambitions on the surface. I would not have it.
Who'd you piss off?
He takes a big sighing breath and says, I was the last holdout, the last true king of the ghouls, before this imperium of nobility and bureaucracy.
Well, now we don't have to go that far.
But that means the Imperium is weak. Infighting can be exploited.
Did you work with all the vampires and stuff during your reign?
Never.
Yeah, okay.
Now, you haven't answered my first question yet. It would be rude to ignore my query.
I got a lot going on up here. What'd you say? Like, what was the question again? What are we doing?
He asked, why don't you tell me why I've come to the underworld?
Yeah, right. I said it. I answered. It was to usurp your usurpers. We've got to stop it.
He looks at you very hard and says, I told you not to play games with me. We must have trust if we are to work together. Your presence and motivations can be beneficial to me, but there must be trust in our relationship. I have willed this meeting, and you have persevered and triumphed over much challenge to get here. So I ask again, what are you doing here, really?
Bahn like turns around at everybody, looks confused. Like,
I just
am
got
missing-
I just got here. So, I don't know what we're doing.
I'm going
Millie's
to ask.
Oh,
Go ahead.
go ahead. I was gonna say, Millie's just gonna say, "Oh, shut up, you old fool!" and walks over to the king and says, "Look, I've got a level with you, king. I came here to find my friends who were captured by some ghouls, and now they're dead. So I want revenge. So I'm gonna go kill anyone who killed my friends, and if they happen to be your enemies, all the better."
He nods thoughtfully and says, revenge is one of the most trustworthy motivations I find.
I do it now and then.
I'm going to ask Bahn again. I'm still Spider, so
Mhm.
in your mind, are we trying to find Lucian and Alaric's Lord Archduke Avgost? Didn't they abduct him?
More than once, I think.
They've been trying for a long time, and then they finally did do it successfully.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Well, I mean, Bond's honest answer is that he wants the people out of Zobek is like the thing.
Yeah, and he seemed to respond positively about that. You don't know whether you want to believe him or not, but he seemed to agree that the entire conquest of what you know as Krakova, he doesn't seem to be on board with that. He doesn't seem to be on board with the general expansion of the Imperium and
Right.
all that,
Yeah.
especially to the surface.
Yeah, I mean that does ring a bell as far as needing to find. It's Avgost. Is that the name?
Yes.
Yeah. And he'll say, "Well, I mean, outside of the
Who
expansion,
is the? Sorry, I believe he was the king's brother, the former king of Krakova. So he's high up in the nobility.
in the process, they've captured Archduke Avgost. It's part of the nobility of the Midgard, Krakowian Empire."
He closes his eyes and nods and says, "Yes, yes, I know. But I needed you to say it. I have heard of this, quite the entourage that passed through, all for one man. Duke Moretto Lichmark is overseeing some ritual with a high priest of Artizane. Something powerful, akin to the unholy wedding you thwarted not long ago. Yes, word gets around even to me." And he kind of absentmindedly like twirls his fingers, and you see like just bugs swarming everywhere. Human sacrifice must be involved. A nobles, a Krakovans, yes. But this ritual will be far more difficult to reach than some backwoods ruins on the surface. This is the underworld. The Duke is the ruler of Vanderkool, the pure city. If you have any hope to stop it, you're going to need my help. My contacts, my allies, my information. But first, you'll do something for me.
I mean, I'm not going to kiss your feet.
A simple errand that utilizes your impressive set of skills.
What does my good looks have to do with it?
I'm gonna softly gonna kick you. Like lean over, like,
Yeah.
you got two. No, one more is bad.
Can we form this partnership?
Bond looks to Millie actually to see like what Millie's response is to most of this.
Yeah, why not? Let's follow the guy. Let's do whatever he wants. I want revenge.
Bond looks to Rye.
Let's go.
To Zaberi.
Oh, second to last. Okay. Hard to know exactly what we're doing first.
And then that's smart. And then looks to Io.
you'll see all of my eyes like blink yes in unison. Um, and in your head, you'll hear me say, "We need to do whatever it takes to save Avgost."
We're ready to help. What do you need?
Pleased to hear that. Seems that I have chosen well. The Darrow are unpredictable, yet surprisingly good judges of character. I need my staff, a symbol of my power. I lost it when I was forced into hiding, and I cannot properly return to rule or announce my presence without it. I have located it. My children have located it. But I am not strong enough to retrieve it myself. Bring me my staff, and I will ensure you are prepared for Vanderkool.
Where's this location?
It's where many powerful lost things turn up down here. The Dragon Graveyard. Thunderclap.
Yeah.
Ruled over by a cave dragon named Gondcap, who has little fondness for ghouls, ever since the Imperium marched in and slew his parents and siblings. Hence the name. And he stares at you, Bahn. Your kind seems to worship him, however, and defends his lair with their lives.
A cave dragon named Gondcap.
Gondcap.
That was pretty close.
Yeah.
And you said fondness for ghouls since the ghouls had slain its parents, and
Yeah.
that kobolds defend the Gondcap's lair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Bahn's writing all this down.
Yeah, he's just scribbling.
Like, uh-huh.
Can you describe this staff? And are we saying like Gondcap's the one that's taken it, or the ghouls have delivered it to Gondcap for safekeeping?
I believe that the Imperium were able to recover my staff during my... And you could tell it kind of like embarrasses him to talk about it during my exit. But I believe they were slain, and the staff has ended up in Gondcap's possession. It is not terribly ostentatious. A simple staff with a skull embedded. Looks almost more like a spear. It otherwise confers no particular strong magical powers in anyone's hands but mine. But you'll know it when you see it.
No, like detect magic won't like pick it up, will it?
It he does clarify. It is still magical. No doubt Gondcap feels that magic coming from it, but no one is able to unlock its full potential but me.
Oh, right, yeah.
Can I insight that to see
Sure.
if that's true?
The spider looks at it deceptively.
Yeah. It sounds like he is completely truthful about this. The way he's describing the staff, the way he's saying that it is magical, but it's only like super magical in his hands.
So with Gondcap, is it something we need to like negotiate with him or break his bones?
cave dragons are the apex predators of the underworld. In place of wings, they have enlarged claws for burrowing through solid rock. Their eyeless heads can sense creatures from far away, and their bodies are covered in spikes as big as swords and knives. They do speak like any dragon, but they are not fond of conversation. I don't care what you do in the graveyard. You can kill everything there, or not. Just get the staff and bring it to me.
Um, Bond like gets stuck in like thought of like different plans, like right, like a stealth mission of espionage or brute
Yeah.
force of just running in, or it kind of seems lost for a second. Well, somebody else, if they want to say something, they can.
He turns to
I
Well,
don't
all
know if
we
she
have to
says anything,
do,
but she looks pretty excited by the idea of fighting a dragon.
your.
She's getting a little jittery.
all we have to do is get the staff. I mean, I say we just kind of cause a distraction, run in and get it. Run in, get out. I know someone that can run pretty fast.
He looks at your spider form Io and says, "This is exquisite."
Don't make it creepy.
Is he hitting on me? Like what?
Got a whole thing for bugs. And you do sense he has some weird supernatural hold and like connection to insects that you can that you I think as a druid can like pick up on. It's not purely like he's like mind controlling them or anything. Like he's generally like, it's almost like a druid relationship where he's like, I'm speaking to them, they're helping me. Like this is just a symbiotic relationship that we have.
I think most of us are on board. We'll figure out the details later. But do you have a place that I can sleep?
There are very precious few places that creatures as yourselves would find restful, but yes, this will be a safe haven for you all. There are a myriad of tunnels, and you will find my children will assist you in whatever you need.
I have one last request for us to help you. I need these people to be led back to the surface.
He kind of looks thoughtfully, says, And here I thought you were enjoying your station.
I don't need them to have a station. It helps. But I made a promise.
That will be a difficult request, but you will have two options. Where you're going is closer to the surface than where I am. Your first option is to go to the trading center of Fretlock. When you go to... I have to do this voice to describe directions now. You go down Main Street, you'll need to take a left, but don't go past the Dunkin' Donuts or you've gone too far.
You said Fretlock?
Yes, the town of Fretlock. He says Fretlock is a way station between the underworld and Morgau. So it leads to the surface, but also leads directly into the land of the vampires. Might be not great odds for them.
Yeah.
You will,
We
of
leave them
course,
here?
have to watch yourselves in Fretlock, but your disguises should do you fine. The other option is if you can bring them through the dragon graveyard. There is an entrance that leads to Krakova. In fact, he smiles, it was the entrance the Imperium used to conquer Krakova. When they came through and killed most of the dragons in this region, in that area, so that they could march their armies in. But it is a very dangerous area, one that will be dangerous for you, let alone your slaves. But would actually be their safest route. If you leave them with me, he kind of sighs, I can offer no promises as to their safety. There are no quick exits to the surface here. I find your concern for them quaint.
Bahn looks around at like the lack of food options also, right? That it's just like grub shells and stuff you were saying.
Yeah.
Not even like
There's-
protein portion.
Well, it would be like you can eat insects, right, as protein. Like that's basically what he's offering, and you could tell that's what he's been like living off of essentially, is just endless amounts of. Now there's all kinds of.
Living.
It's the Lion King, right, where they're like grubs. It's that kind of plate. So there are a lot of different. It's not like they're gross insects. I mean, you saw I was described like giant fat centipedes the size of dog. Like there's all kinds of options here, but they are all bugs. They're all bug related. I'll be honest.
Zaberi will like, if you look concerned, will like tug out her like alchemy jug, and then tuck out her like haversack
There
thing,
you
which
go.
holds like a zillion different spices, and be
Barbecue
like,
sauce, mayonnaise.
I fed 50 people on maggots. Hold off with rotten legs. We'll be fine.
At the same time, Bond kind of looks back at the retinue and says, "Well, I tried," and says, "You're with me a little longer."
They just assume you're trying to sell them to this guy.
At which point, I will. Can I choose to drop form?
Sure, I think so.
Yeah, if it's something that it's disguise self, right?
I have to look and see. It's actually like a group ritual, I believe, that Snips does to.
I tried looking it up earlier. It's like
it's this one.
Anu Akma's.
Yeah, he does some kind of ritual for 10 minutes, and friendly creatures gain.
Works like disguise self.
Yeah, I forget they gain dark vision too. Fuck, that should be helping Zaberi. Damn. Maybe the stench trait. Advantage on gases. That also something we forgot. Assume a ghoulish countenance. Yeah, works like disguise self spell. Yep.
Benefits last for 24 hours.
It
Or
does
until
say you can end the book's effects early. You must wait 1 hour before using the book's magic again.
Is this the first time that Millie has seen everyone outside of costume?
Maybe.
Well, right now, for sure, Bond's just gonna try to drop the form.
Yeah, when he drops the form, she's gonna go, "Ah! I thought you were ugly before, but oh."
There's like very little difference.
Yeah. His nose comes back. That's about it.
Grandma, that's rude.
No filter. But yeah, you all will finally gain the benefits of a long rest. And for next time, we'll be doing a level up as well.
Oh snap!
Oh, snap. Level up time. And you've got your next quest, which is to
Get a
retrieve the staff of a ghoul lord from a dragon's lair.
Easy.
Easy. Yep. All right, that is where we're going to end our episode of Empire of the Ghouls. Thank you to Brandon, CT, Dory, Jason, and Morgan for playing. Thank you to all of the patrons for helping make these sessions happen. Shouts to Platinum patrons Joe, Will, Thomas Stan, Brandon, Genocider, Eclectic, Roleplay Roll, Christopher, Corey, Big Nut, John F, John L, Tyler, Nathan, Camp Chris Lake, Counselor, Andrew, Daryl the Reldron, Stephanie, Patrick, Jason, Ismail, Ahmet, Lumpy Spud, Sharni, David, Warden, Harold, Sam, Eudaimonia, LLC, and Jamie, and gold patrons RPG Papercraft, Pretty Boy, and Yuma, The Lizard Lion, Sam, Jerome, Nathan, Fascicatora, Scott, Rufus, Carolyn, Jerry, Glenn, Marcus, and Mark. Thank you all very much for your support. See you next time. Whole bunch of insects come out with instruments
Oh,
and play this.
also,
Oh, I can't hear it. Damn it.
Oh, you gotta.
I'll hear it. I'll hear it. I'll hear it. Like when
it
it's put
also
on.
clashed too much to sing "Happy Birthday" now.
Oh yeah.
This is our last level. Oh, sorry.
And we're out.